Jeff Green, Garnett Pell, a little bit of hiatus with the rest of the crew here in Northwest ISD Stadium, here to watch the Colony Cougars against the Byron Nelson Bobcats. Bobcats will come out in what's kind of weird is the Bobcats are in dark black pants, royal blue jerseys, white numbers. Your Colony Cougars will be in a refreshing white, black pants with white jerseys with black numbers and Vegas gold outlines. Hallelujah! We can see the numbers from the press box tonight. Definite improvement on what we've seen in the past. So the Colony Cougars now getting ready. We'll pause here for the national anthem, but you're probably not going to be able to hear it just because we don't have a field mic tonight. But we'll take a break here just for a moment.
And we are back at Northwest ISD Stadium. I don't typically get on mic that often, but I did want to give an update. I talked to Coach this week, and he had requested we take down the football games off of the YouTube channel that we created. So you won't see the football games, and I'll coordinate with Coach when we get those up. But what we found is there were teams that we play later in the season that were using our YouTube channel as a scout, and they don't get the films until roughly a week before the game. So Coach didn't want them having any earlier access to the games than they should. So they are gone from the YouTube channel, and I apologize for that, but I'll coordinate with Coach when we get those loaded.
Actually, Wes, it's worse than that. They get only one field on regular season. On YouTube, they're getting them all.
True.
So
we do have the kickoff.
Kickoff's down. It's caught at the 5-yard line, out through the left hash mark. Holy cow, he's got a big hole. He makes it out to the 37-yard line. Byron Nelson will come, big return on the kickoff. And Byron Nelson will come out 1st and 10 from the 37, looks like. And Colony Cougar defense will come to work as Byron Nelson must have lost the coin toss and the Colony deferred. So Nelson comes out, has everybody in there, but they're going to run out of a power eye tonight, looks like. They're going to put wideouts on either side of the field, spread them out, ball at the middle of the field, quarterback out of the shotgun in the power eye formation. Snaps away, good snap, handed off to the tailback. Oh, he bounces to the left, and he's off down the left hash marks. And guess what? Byron Nelson's going to score on the first play of this game as he goes 57 yards, 58 yards for a touchdown. And Byron Nelson draws first blood at home, 6-0 against the Colony Cougar defense, who apparently took a nap before this game started, came out of sleep. What do you think, Garnett? How's that for control at the line of scrimmage?
Yeah, we talked about that earlier in the game. You can't fall asleep on just because you're 2-0 and they're 0-2. Can't fall asleep on these guys. Still got to play the game. Colony sleeping there.
And the kick PAT is up and good, and Byron Nelson will go up 7-0 on your Colony Cougars here. good news is they didn't take too much time off the clock. They only took 17 seconds off the clock, or 17 seconds off the clock. So,
well, a couple of things there that I want to point out that we've been really good at this year. We've been really good on the kickoff, and they were able to get about a 20-yard return there on the kickoff. Cougars have done a really good job. In the years past, they've pooch kicked. So we gave up a big play on the kickoff there, and then on the run there, we've played the run pretty good there, and they were able to come off tackle and just break it straight up the middle and and just had a foot race to the end zone. So two plays there about the Cougars that they don't usually make.
Well, and Byron Nelson, to their credit, set up a great fence down that left hash mark, and he had green from the hash mark all the way to the sideline to run in. And oh, by the way, he got up the field very quickly. So Byron Nelson will come up now. They're setting up for the kickoff, and the Colony Cougars will set 3 men deep for the kickoff, deepest being at about the 10-yard line. And now they're going to switch. Miles Price is going to come to the far side, near side of the press box. And
at the 5.
Caught at the 5 and come out in the middle of the field. Why in the world we ran into traffic, I'm not sure, but brings the return out to the 25-yard line. It was a decent return considering he caught it at the 5. 20-yard return from Wesley. And Colony Cougar offense come out, see what they can do. 1st and 10 from their own 25-yard line. And the Cougars will come out and see if they can work some magic here at Northwest ISD Stadium. Our tailback is Wesley with Mikey Harrington at the quarterback spot. We'll put 3 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left, Miller being the lone wideout to the left of the field. From the middle of the field, spot of the ball, and we're going to get some laundry now. Probably, delay a game? Oh, no.
No, they're going to wave it and give the Cougars a timeout.
So the Cougars will call timeout, first play of the game, before first play is ever run.
Well, we had this conversation with Reedy last week that they would come off of a change of possession and couldn't get the snap off and either get a delay of game or call a timeout.
Unbelievable.
Well, I don't think they were thinking that they were going to be on offense that quick. Kicking off the ball, they weren't expecting the Bobcats to score in 17 seconds of the game start.
So you're saying we didn't talk about the first series in the locker room?
I'm saying we probably were just a little shell shocked there that they scored in 17 seconds.
Garnett.
That's all I'm saying.
It's always sunny in Chicago. And the Cougars come out, 3 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left. Miller to the lone man to the left, same set. And it'll be thrown to the flat. Caught out in the flat, yard or 2 behind line of scrimmage. And, oh, my goodness, he's off to the running. Is that Price or is that Gonzalez? I can't see the number.
That is Price.
Price takes it all the way to the house, and the Colony Cougars score on their first play from the line of scrimmage. And this looks like it's going to be a track meet. Those of you who are not here, we don't have a lot of attendance over there on the far side of the field, folks. You got to come out here and support this football team.
Yep, traffic is over with. It's a good weather out today. 2 plays. How about that? 2 plays, 2 scores.
Well, that makes for an exciting football game, don't it? So the PAT is up and good, and your Colony Cougars tie this one up with 11:25 to go in the first quarter, 7-all on both sides of the board as the Bobcats and the Cougars now both put up 7 within the first. We're at 11:25, so what's that get us?
35 seconds.
3 minutes, 35 seconds of football, man. Oh, man.
No, 35 seconds.
35 seconds of football.
No, 3 minutes.
So
35 seconds. We've had
and
2 kickoffs.
By the way,
and 2 touchdowns.
And they took 15 seconds on their play. So this one is going to be a really long football game. So you got plenty of time to get over here and see the majority of this game if they keep scoring like this.
Well, and we talked about that in the pregame. You got some good receivers out there. How are they going to use them? We know, and we know Miles is one of the statistic leaders in the area here, and he just proved it there. Add that to his yardage total for the year and receptions. So he's going to improve on that number tonight for sure.
So the Colony Cougars now spread out in the kickoff formation. Get ready to boot this ball back to Byron Nelson, setting up for the pooch. I guess they're not going to let the rabbit back there catch it again. Kick is pooched out to about the 35-yard line. It's caught clean and on the very sideline of the field, and he's going to get bumped out at about the 36 of Byron Nelson. So Byron Nelson take over now. The Bobcats 1st and 10 from their own 36-yard line, it looks like.
Yeah, and that was really bad tackling there on that pooch kick.
Horrible.
He ducked over, and everybody's trying to get the blow-up hit and went over the top of him. He got more yards because he ducked, and everybody's trying to tackle high.
So your Cougar defense will come out. Hopefully they're awake now. They're going to Bobcats are going to line up 3 wide to the right, 1 to the left, single to the short side of the field, running from the left hash mark as you come down the field on the Byron Nelson side. Snaps away, and it's handed to the tailback, and he'll get tackled at the 43, 44-yard line. Let's see where they spot it. They're going to spot it back at the 42.
Well, that breaks the streak of 1 play, 1 touchdown.
That does. So that's 6 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd and 4 from the 42 of Byron Nelson. They'll line up in the same power I. They'll move the tailback to the left of the quarterback, out of the shotgun, twins on either side. And snaps away. It's a little bit high, held by the quarterback. He'll scramble to his left. He lets the ball fly open in the flat at the 45 of the Cougars, and he'll be bumped out of bounds at the 35-yard line. And Byron Nelson now picking apart the Colony Cougar defense as they are moving this football down the field at will, and the Cougars are just watching this one unfold.
Well, I was watching the play there by Byron Nelson. Watch the tackle on the left side of the line. He gave the sign and said, hey, I got this side covered, roll my way, and sure enough, they did.
From the 37, 1st and 10 of Byron Nelson. Bad snap, and the Colony Cougars may pick this one up.
Oh, they're going to give him an offside play.
Oh, and the Colony Cougars pick up the
They're going to give him an offsides.
The muff.
Oh, my goodness. That's horrible.
The Colony Cougars were shifting guys in and out at the nose guard position, and I think one of them got a little zealous when he come up to the line of scrimmage, got in the neutral zone. Cougars are going to get dinged for an encroachment call. That'll move them back, 5 yards on that. So now Byron Nelson gets the football back and 5 yards. It'll be 1st and 5 from the 32-yard line of the Colony Cougars. Big mistake by the defense when they had them dead to rights there. And look, the left guard is still in the neutral zone. He needs to get back about a half a yard. And hand off to this demon running back as he brings it out for a 1st down to the Colony Cougar 25. Off the left side, had a great block off the corner, cleared the field, and he was able to pick up the 1st down and a little bit more. So the Byron Nelson on the move again. 1st and 10 from the Cougar 25. Colony Cougar defense spread out now with linebackers in tight. Running 3 linebackers, 3-3. Now they're going to stunt from the right side. It'll be handed off to the tailback. He comes around the right side this time. He stood up at the line of scrimmage and grabbed. He's going to pick up about 2 yards on the carry down to the Colony Cougar 23-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 7 or 8 from that spot. And Byron, for all practical purposes, had the Colony defensive line confused on that. And, they need to penetrate and find the football at this point, Garnett.
Yeah, they're just trying to stun into the A and B gap, and Nelson is seeing that and getting to the outside edge.
So Nelson comes back up out of the power I again. Twins on either side, both short and wide side, from the right hash mark, out of the shotgun. Snaps away. Quarterback steps straight back in a pocket. He's got plenty of time. Throws it over the top, and it's going to be incomplete as receivers trying to get a call there, but clearly just ran the route wrong, or the quarterback underthrew the football, but he threw it way to the right and about 4 or 5 yards short in the end zone.
Well, that was a great push by Moore up the middle there. Just drove the center right into the face of the quarterback, and he couldn't get anything on the ball as he's coming through motion. He's getting a handful of center in his face.
Nelson will come up with the same formation. Power I out of the shotgun, of course. Snap is away. Play action, hands to the tailback who bumps out to the left side. He's got plenty of green, gets out around the corner, and it's 6 points for Nelson as they put another score on the board, 13-7 over the Colony Cougars, and the track meet continues.
Well, that was a poor edge there by the Cougars defense, bouncing inside, and no one's holding the edge out there, and he was able to bounce outside, and once he got out there was nobody out there to turn him in.
On the PAT, it's up and good, and Byron Nelson now 14-7 over the Colony Cougars, as the Colony defense now has given up that left side, that defensive end's being turned inside, and man, oh man, that kid's got all kinds of room to scamper out there. Colony Cougars now need to find a solution for I'm guessing this is one of the 3 scorers on the Byron Nelson team, but man, they need to come up and make a stop here at the line of scrimmage on this guy. Once he bounces outside there, Garnett, he's got plenty of room to run, and it's
well.
Not
And
good.
we had the penetration, but he just overran the play. The running back slides up inside of him. He's down the field further than the running back, and then when the running back turns up, there's nobody there for him.
So Byron Nelson now will set up for the kickoff. The Colony Cougar receiving team will come out, and we'll see what unfolds here. The Colony Cougars are going to have to match them score for score. This could turn ugly real quick. Your Colony Cougars now will put standard 3 guys deep with Price in the middle, Wesley to the left, and Gonzalez to the right. As they look down the field.
Last time.
Say again? Kickoff is away to the left side, and it's going to be caught by Gonzalez at the 12-yard line, 13-yard line. Gonzalez comes back to the left, finds a hole up the middle of the field, and will take it out to about the 31-yard line, and that's where they'll spot the football. And your Colony Cougars take over first down from their own 31 as Gonzalez picks up about a 21-yard scamper on the return. So the Colony Cougars now come back out to try to match Byron Nelson Bobcats 1-for-1 here as the track meet continues. Colony Cougars come up twins on either side from the center of the field. Out of the shotgun, Mikey Harrington with who's that masked man at the tailback spot? Wesley at the tailback spot. It's going to be a jet sweep to the left. And was that Gonzalez on the jet sweep?
I think that there was Price there.
Nope, that's
No,
Gonzalez.
it's Gonzalez.
Gonzalez on the jet sweep. He picks up about 3 down to the Colony 34-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 7 from that spot. Snaps away. Harrington rolls to his right, looking downfield. He steps up and then continues to roll out right. Harrington will pick up about 5 yards on the scamper, runs out of bounds at the Colony 39-yard line. It'll be about a couple of yards short of the first down. It'll be 3rd and 2 from that spot as Harrington has to roll out and look to step up and throw the football, but realized everybody's covered downfield.
Yeah, and that was a good lead block
it.
there by Wesley, too, getting out in front
Same
of
set. He's going to hand it to Wesley to try to pick up the first down, and he does, and a little more as Wesley picks up the 2 yards plus another 3. Nice carry by the freshman for 5 yards, and the Colony Cougars will move the sticks and have first down from the Colony 44-yard line as the Cougars now moving the football on the Byron Nelson Bobcats. Twins either side. Wesley to the left of Harrington. Harrington will take the snap as he sets up in the pocket, throws long down the left side, and Miller catches the football. Oh, no.
Takes it out of the defender hand. The defender had the interception, and Miller took it from him.
Defender picks the ball off, and Miller reaches over his shoulder and just yanks it out of his hands and takes it down to the Byron Nelson 15. And now that's what you get when you got the giant next to the normal-sized player.
Wow.
He'll hand it to Wesley up the middle. He won't pick up much. He might make it back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe picks up 1 on the play. So it'll be 2nd and 9. Or did they spot it right back at the line of scrimmage?
I think they gave him a yard, looks like.
No, they didn't.
No, they didn't.
So Wesley with no pickup. Colony Cougars will set up again. Play action fake to Wesley. They give him the football this time, and he rambles up to about the Colony to the Byron Nelson 8-yard line as Wesley picks up a a nice run for the freshman, about 7 yards as he rambles on through a couple of Byron Nelson players. Be 3rd and 3 from the 8-yard line as the Cougars set up. They'll fake the pass, and Wesley will try to pick up the first down. I think he got there, but it'll just depend on where they spot this thing.
He's going to be on the spot, but
they're going to spot it right at the 5.
He's on the line, so it's going to be a first down because he's on the line.
Yep, they're going to call it first down. It'll be 1st and goal from the 5-yard line as your Cougars now able to move the chains with the freshman Wesley carrying the football, and Mikey comes up the line of scrimmage out of the shotgun, play action fake. Harrington keeps the football, and he'll take it down to about the 4-yard line. Let's see where they're going to spot this thing. They're going to spot it at the 4, right? Can't tell. There's too many players standing around the spot of the football.
Yeah, they're going to give him a yard on that one.
So they give Harrington a yard on the carry. Conley just set it back up. Spread him out down the wide side from the right hash mark. Twins on the right. Harrington will take the football. He rolls out to his right. He looks upfield. And he stopped at maybe lost another yard back to the 5.
He's back on the 5 on that one.
And the Cougars now are going to have to find a solution for this short yardage inside the red zone, as this seems to be an Achilles heel for the Colony Cougars. They're coming up now 3rd and goal from the 5. Harrington will take the snap. He looks for the receiver. He rolls out to his right, might have room, steps back. And Harrington caught dead.
I think he lost the ball.
Caught dead to right at the 5. And then he'll drop the football in the process, and Byron Nelson recovers. And your Colony Cougars now give a turnover up at the 5-yard line of the Byron Nelson Bobcats. Oh, man, that was not good, fellas.
Well, the Cougars kept trying to go to the short side of the field on that when they were testing, and they finally bit him. When Mikey rolled out, there was nowhere to go, and I thought he was going to throw the ball away, or I think he was trying to throw the ball away, and I think in the process lost the ball.
So Byron Nelson comes up, quarterback pretty much at the goal line.
Well, good thing is, at least the Cougars have the ball down. They have the ball down inside the
Twins either side out of the power I. Quarterback at the 1-yard line to take the snap. Snaps away. He's going to hand it to the tailback, who finally is clogged up at about the 7-yard line. A pickup of maybe 2. If they spot it at the 8, let's see where they put this thing. Yep, they're going to spot it at the 8. So he picks up a carry of 2. It'll be 2nd and 8 from the 8-yard line of Byron Nelson as they are able to push the ball out a little bit.
Watch the quarterback. I saw the tackle give him the sign again. So it looks like he's going to come that way.
Quarterback lines up and the power I out of the shotgun. Snap is away. He steps back in the pocket at the goal line, scrambles to his right, looking downfield. He's under pursuit, and he's going to throw this one away at the 18-yard line. Receiver's there, but he's not able to put a handle on it. And Byron Nelson now will have 3rd and 8 from the 8-yard line, as Byron Nelson now digging a little bit of a hole on their end of the field. They'll put 3 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left from the left hash mark. They'll still line up in the backfield in a power I, as Byron Nelson now looking at their sideline to get some verification of the play. Colony Cougar defense standing up. Let's see if they can hold these offensive receivers at bay. Covered them up in the last play. Snap is away. Quarterback steps back in the pocket. He's going to have to scramble as the pocket collapses on him. Under pursuit. Oh, he gets rid of the ball just before he's tackled in the end zone for a safety.
Wow.
And Byron Nelson will have 4th and 8 from the 7-yard line, as Byron Nelson now in a hole. And let's see what they come up and do. I'm going to guess quick kick maybe. I don't see a punt squad coming out. So Byron Nelson, they're either going to do that or they're going to hand it to that fabulous tailback and let him try to scamper for a first down. Nope, they're going to set up 3 wideouts to the short side, and they're going to quick kick it. The quarterback will take the kick. He kicks it down to the Colony Cougar 48. It's snagged on the run. Nice bounce, and here we go. Who is that? And Taylor takes the punt and manages about a 23-yard return.
Number 24, Shafiq Taylor.
Nice return on that punt as he catches it on a first bounce.
Yeah, don't let it keep rolling. We've seen before where the Cougars have let that ball bounce and then get the roll, and he was able to get a clean catch off the first bounce and picked up some nice yardage.
And the Cougars will have a first down from the Byron Nelson 39-yard line as the Cougars come out and put 3 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left, Miller being the lone man on the left side of the field, Wesley to the left of Harrington. Snaps a little high. Harrington will throw it to the wide side in the flat, and Miles Price is caught up in some traffic and tackled there about 3 yards behind the line of scrimmage, and the Colony Cougars now need to put the shovel away and quit digging here. This hole's getting bigger.
Yeah, the snap was a little high, and Mikey had to readjust and then kind of lofted the ball out there instead of getting a fastball.
Now they're going to put twins on either side as Harrington sets up in the shotgun. Harrington will roll to his right, looks downfield, throws the ball. It's a timing pass.
Oh, he
caught that ball. Oh,
yes,
my gosh.
he did.
He caught it and fell into the end zone for a touchdown. Holy
goodness.
cow, what a catch by
Did you
Miles
see
Price.
that?
Wow, the defender can't even believe that he caught that football.
Oh, my.
And the Colony Cougars are within 1 here, 13-14 here in Northwest Stadium.
What a nice
ISD.
adjustment, and caught it with one hand.
And they'll set up for the PAT as the Colony Cougars now even this one up if they can stick the PAT on track. And the snap is a back kick. Oh, and the kick is blocked. And the Colony Cougars, who have been perfect on PATs this season, come up short, and they'll be one short of the Byron Nelson Bobcats, trailing 13-14 with 3:57 to play here in the first quarter. And man, oh man, that was a shocker as the PAT squad has been perfect this season.
Yeah, they've been kicks and extra points. So that's a shocker right there to see that. And I don't know if it was a misassignment as, Northwest have been running. The other issue is Northwest, I say Northwest, that's the stadium we're at. Byron Nelson has been running players in and out of the field, and so those players haven't really been getting lined up. And so it's almost like you need to wait for them to get lined up because they're running onto the field, but then as you're trying to hurry up, they're just hitting the gap, and so your linemen aren't really ready for them to hit that gap because they're worried about the other person that's already lined up. So some of that is Northwest running players on and off the field.
Well, whatever it is, they're going to have to figure that out. So the Cougars will set up for for what looks like another pooch kick to the right side of the field. And the Colony Cougars now will pooch this one down to about the 16-yard line. Clean caught by the receiver.
Oh,
the return man. Oh, man, he's got lots of room. He's going to run this one back. And Byron Nelson is going to put 6 more on the board as he runs the kickoff back on the Colony Cougars down the left side of the field, angling back towards the right at about the 40-yard line of the Colony Cougars. And Byron Nelson is on fire here, fellas. I don't know what's going on, but the Colony Cougars are flat, and they need to come to the table here. With 3:44 to go, your Colony Cougars now trail 7 on the Byron Nelson Bobcats, 20-13. As the Bobcats will set up for the PAT, Colony Cougars are in shock disbelief over there. And you know what? This is a good time for them to get a big piece of humble pie, frankly, right before district, get everything shaped back up. But, wow. So the PAT is set up, snaps back, and the kick is up and good as Byron Nelson now leads 21-13 over the Colony Cougars with 3:44 to go in the second quarter. And the Cougars right now, I hate to say it, are getting a football lesson, fellas.
Yeah, and that's unexpected there. I know Bobcats have played, some couple of games this year, but didn't see this, I didn't think they were going to be able to put up a lot of points on the Cougars, frankly, to be honest about it.
Don't want to say I told you so, but in the pregame I told you so.
Man. It's still early.
It's high school football, man.
I understand.
You can't go by the stats. Byron Nelson's pumped up, man. I wonder if it's homecoming or something tonight. Holy cow. They got a pretty good crowd here at Northwest ISD. This is a nice facility, by the way. If you haven't seen this stadium, it's really nice out here. great press box, and the seating looks fabulous. They have chairs in the middle of the field. It's awesome on the home side.
Yeah, instead of benches, they've got individual seats. And we're just
chairs.
in the shadow, the western shadow of the Texas Motor Speedway as well. So it's like just to get a perspective of how far this is from the Colony.
So the Cougars now will bring their receiving team back out on the field. They'll set the standard Price in the middle, Wesley on the left, and Gonzalez on the right side as the Byron Nelson Bobcats will kick it away. It's going to be caught down the left side by Gonzalez, and here he comes up the right hash mark. He's got a hole. He slants back to the right, still running to the 35, to the 40, and gets run out of bounds at about the 42-yard line of the Colony Cougars. Good run by Christian Gonzalez, but you know what? Had he not cut back at about the 28-yard line, he was home. He was absolutely home. There was nobody on the left side of the field.
It was there's a flag at the 19
big sea of green
thrown when everybody on the field was 12 yards further down the field. That referee waited and held that flag until we actually caught that hole, and then all of a sudden he needed a flag.
Well, you know what? It's one of those things. You get a homer call here and there. What are you going to do? But, you know, that's when that kind of stuff happens is on a special teams. Oh, my gosh. Was it a block in the back?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my goodness.
And that block in the back, really, I'm looking at the play as it's being attacked by Gonzalez.
He was down the football.
He was down the field before the ref threw the flag.
So the Colony Cougars 1st and 10 from their own 10. Out of the hole. Mikey Harrington takes the snap, rolls out to his left, throws it long down the side, and Miller catches it, but he's out of bounds by 2 steps when he does, so it's going to be incomplete. Colony Cougars now 2nd and 10 from their own 10. 3:28 to go in the first quarter, trailing the Byron Nelson Bobcats 21-13 as the Cougars now offense trying to find a solution for this Bobcat defense who has so far covered them up they've had great coverage against the Cougar receivers. Colony come out with 3 wideouts to the left, 1 to the right, and Harrington out of the shotgun. They're going to put, is that Wesley still in the backfield? I can't see his number. Nope, it's not Wesley. Harrington under pressure. Oh, steps up in the pocket. He's off and running now, and Harrington will take it down to about the 26-yard line. Can you believe that? They're going to spot that at the 24. Unbelievable. He didn't hit the ground until the 26. So the Cougars now come up. They're going to hand it to the tailback. He's going to ramble up, pick up of about 6. It looks like. They'll probably give him the Byron Nelson discount and put it back a couple of yards. Nope, they brought it out to the 30-yard line, so it'll be 2nd and 4 from the Colony 30. As number 33 had a great carry there, Robert Veasley. I'm sure we'll get corrected there. And now he gets another carry. Oh, and he's off scampering down the field down to the Colony Cougar 42-yard line. They're going to spot it back at the 41, of course. And that'll cause them to move the chains. The Colony Cougars pick up a 1st down, and they're on the move here. Maybe they can take this one all the way down and put it in the end zone. Cougars twins on either side. Harrington out of the shotgun. They're going to put Wesley on the left side. Harrington hands it on the jet sweep to Gonzalez, who fights for every yard. He might have picked up 3 on the play. He ran a total of about, I'm going to say 38 yards. Picked up 3 on the carry. It'll be 2nd and 7 from the Colony 44-yard line.
And just as he made the cut, his head jerked off to his right shoulder. No flag for the face mask.
And the Cougars come out twins on either side from the left hash mark. They're going to hand it to Vesley again, and here he comes. Picks up a nice stutter to the left, but it looked like he lost his balance. And they're going to take that one down to the 47-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 4 from that spot. Cougars come out twins on either side. Harrington out of the shotgun. Harrington steps back, looks downfield. Still looking, scrambles to his right. He's got lots of room. He needs to run the 1st down. And Harrington will pick up the 1st and slide at about the...
Look like we got a hold and look like somebody threw it back.
Gosh. Byron Nelson, 44. And they're going to call the Colony for a holding back at the their own 44-yard line. Can't be making those mistakes. So after coming off a game with only, what would we say, 5 penalties or six penalties, now they've probably had that much in the first quarter tonight. Colony Cougars come out now.
And that's a big play because that's on 3rd down.
3rd and 13. Colony 3rd and 13 from their own 37. Snaps away. Harrington looks downfield, throws it across the middle to Miles Price, who catches it at their own 40-yard line and is quickly yanked down by the back of his jersey. And the Colony Cougars now have to punt this one away as they'll turn it over on downs. And Colony Cougars come up short once again, thwarted by a holding penalty on a big run off of Harrington for the first down.
Yeah, you had the first down, and that ref was standing there, just threw the flag right in the pocket.
Cougars will set up for the punt here. Byron will set one man deep at about the 23-yard line. Snaps high but brought down, punts away. Nice punt. Clears the return man. Catches it about the 14, and he's off and running and brought down at the 22-yard line as Byron Nelson now take over 1st and 10 from their own 22. Nice punt and a decent return. He picks up a return of about 8 yards.
Now we got another flag being thrown down here. This may be a bad block by Byron Nelson. Yep. Personal foul. Hold.
So Byron Nelson will get.
He has a really weird signal. He's actually holding that arm up over his shoulder, so you're right. It looks like it's coming down as a personal foul, but it's actually just a hold.
So Byron Nelson will ring up a hold. That'll stick them down in a hole. Hole on the hold. So it'll be 1st and 10 from their own, what looks like 11-yard line. Is that what it looks like? Yep. 1st and 10 from the Byron Nelson 11. Bobcats come up the line of scrimmage. 3 wide out to the right from the left hash mark. Single wide out at the numbers on the left side, short side of the field. And Nelson will come into their power I that they run 95% of the time. Snap is away. Play action to the tailback who gets the call. And he'll pick up about 2 or 3 on the carry. See where they spot this. They're going to give him 2 yards. It'll be 2nd and 8 from the 14-yard line. And Nelson, and that'll take us to the end of the first quarter as your Colony Cougars trail the Byron Nelson Bobcats 21-13 here in Northwest ISD Stadium. If you're not here, you're missing a decent ball game, although the Cougars aren't really setting the world on fire, but it's a good ball game, nice night tonight, and a really nice facility for you to watch a high school football game. There's a lot of JUCOs and even D3, D2 colleges that don't have stadiums this nice. Should have been here. Need to come out and see your Colony Cougars and support them in person. And so the Colony Cougars now here at the quarter break we'll try and figure out what's going on here and bring this thing under control. And the Colony Cougars are having a rough go of it, Garnett.
Yeah, we was talking in the pregame. You know, I watched some film on Byron Nelson last week. They only have about 3 or 4 guys that really are some good prospects, but, you know, you got to play as a team. You win as a team. So let's see what these Cougars can do to turn this around. Got to get the defense straightened out.
So Byron Nelson now, after switch to the field, they'll come out 2nd and 8 from their own 14-yard line. Nelson out of shotgun. It'll be a keeper on the quarterback as he runs to his left, picks up the first down and tackled at the 27-8-yard line. See where they spot it. They're going to spot it at the 28, 29-yard line.
Oh, that was a good fake because fake to me, I thought the running back had the ball, and he came clear around left side of the line all along.
And they spotted the ball where the quarterback quit sliding, by the way. And so now they come out 1st and 10. Nelson from their own 29-yard line. Twins either side. On the wide side, they'll set them out at the hash mark and the numbers. Out of the power I again. Nelson will play action fake. Quarterback keeper out the left side, and he's brought down by number 11 on the defense. And he'll pick up 3 yards on the carry. 4 yards on the carry. 2nd and 6. Byron Nelson comes up to the line of scrimmage now. Twins either side, out of the power I. Quarterback set about 4 yards deep. In the shotgun. Nelson right now controlling the line of scrimmage. Colony's offsides right now, by the way. Nelson, quarterback on the keeper. Not even a fake on that one. Just runs to his right. His tailback trailing on the play. And he'll pick up, looks like 1 yard on the scamper. So it'll be 3rd and 5 from the Byron Nelson 34-yard line. As they'll get one more shot at the first down, and then Byron will have to figure out if they're going to punt it or go for it. Leading 21-13 here at home in Northwest ISD Stadium. Nelson comes up to the line of scrimmage. 3 wideouts to the wide side. That would be the left side of the field. From the right hash mark, 1 wideout to the right between the numbers and the sideline. Snaps back in the shotgun. He's going to hand it to the tailback, who's going to get it back to the line of scrimmage and maybe one more. Depends on where they spot this thing. Nope, they're going to spot it at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 4th and 5 as Nelson now has got to make the decision. Are they going to quick kick, punt, or go for it?
Yeah, I think they're going to quick kick. I think they're trying to set them up.
Yeah, they're going to set up for a regular punt here. A short setup for the punt. Colony will put the deep man back. Taylor, is it? Is that the name? Punt is up. Taylor's going to fair catch it at the Colony 33, and your Colony Cougars take over 1st and 10 on a turnover on downs, and the Bobcats are forced to punt it away, and your Colony Cougars will be 1st and 10 from their own 33-yard line with 9:36 to play in the half, trailing 21-13. Your Colony Cougars come out and see if we can't bring this thing close to even here. It'll take a 2-pointer after the score, but Colony's got to come up with an answer for this Bobcat defense. Snap is away. It's over Harrington's head. He's going to cover the ball up at the 19-yard line. The Colony Cougar offense is downhill, getting worse, as it was a wild snap. And heck, I don't think there wasn't one player on the field ready for that, defense included.
Yeah, that's what I thought. The teams were still getting ready, and then all of a sudden the snap
all
went
of a
back.
sudden the ball comes flying out of the quarterback. Harrington out of the shotgun.
Oh, he caught that.
Takes a shot down the field. Are they going to call it a catch?
Yes,
they are. And that was Miller. Wasn't that Miller? Or was that?
I think that was Price again.
Nope, that was Gonzalez down the left side. Gonzalez catches it on a dead run.
Just drop that ball in.
Byron Nelson 49 will be first down from that spot. They'll move the chains, and they'll give the ball to was that Wesley dropped the egg again?
Nope. No, he ducked down. He was ducking under the tackle.
Wesley picks up 5 on the carry. Snap is away. It's a jet sweep, and oh man, he's covered up at the 45-yard line. A loss of 1. It'll be 3rd and 6 from the Byron Nelson 45. And the Colony Cougars now trying to get this thing on track, as they'll put 3 wideouts to the wide side and Miller, the lone man, to the right on the numbers. Out of the shotgun, Harrington takes the snap, rolls out to his left, under pursuit. He's going to take it himself to the first down. Harrington, he's upended at the 35 and falls over the defender down to about the 32. Picks up 3 in the air, doing a front flip with the football. Unfortunately, I don't think that was a plan. And then they short him a yard back to the 33 of the Byron Nelson Bobcats. 1st and 10. Colony Cougars move the chains once again. And here we go. Out of the shotgun, Harrington will take the option. He'll hand it to Wesley, who's covered up at the line of scrimmage. I don't think he picked up anything. And the Cougars now are still trying to move this football. 7:44 and clock running, trailing 13-21 behind the Byron Nelson Bobcats. Out of the shotgun, snaps away. He hands the ball to Wesley. Wesley gets a hole. He's out to the 20. The 15, brought down at the 15-yard line as Wesley finds the hole. Was that Wesley?
Yeah, that was Wesley. But, as soon as he hit the hole, the ref threw that flag. Same ref.
Dadgummit. So the freshman finds the hole off of a hold, and they're going to back the Cougars up on this one. So it'll be 2nd and 15, looks like.
No, 2nd and 20.
Oh, 2nd and 20, you're right.
Wow.
2nd and 20 as the Cougars now continue to dig a hole and can't, for the life of us, play football like it's designed to be played. And the Cougars come out twins either side out of the shotgun. Harrington takes the snap. He's looking downfield, winds up and takes the throw to Miller down the left side. It's caught, but are they going to call it a catch? They're going to say
he dropped it.
Oh, he did?
Oh, yeah, it's on the ground at the 1.
Incomplete.
He was looking for a flag, though, because the guy was holding his right arm.
The guy was holding him, and the ref didn't. I mean, ref didn't throw it.
He only had the left arm to even try to catch the ball.
I think we got a flag by this. I think there was 2 flags. We got a flag by this ref on this side. So let's see. So there was 2 flags. No, the receiver wanted a flag, but he didn't. But the ref got a flag on this side.
So now it's 2nd and 15. And the Cougars come up, twins on either side out of the shotgun. Harrington will take the snap. He's looking for the quick throw across the flat. He has his receiver, and it's caught back at the original line of scrimmage at the 33-yard line. The Cougars now moving the football. 2nd and 10 from the 33. They come up to the line of scrimmage. They're kind of quick shotting it here. 3 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left. Harrington looking to the sideline to affirm the play. They'll move Wesley to the right. Harrington takes the snap, rolls out to his right, looks downfield. The ball's up in the air. It's to Miller, who...
Oh, man, it was there.
Miller pushes off the defender but can't get to the football.
Yeah, Mikey led him a couple
Mikey put
2
it out
steps.
there maybe 2 steps too far.
Yeah, 2 steps,
Miller
man.
can't quite get there.
Wow, and it was there, too.
So the Cougars now will have 4th and 10 from the 34-yard line, 33-yard line of the Byron Nelson Bobcats. Twins either side. Harrington out of the shotgun. Snaps away. Harrington looks to his left, looks downfield, takes the throw.
There it is, right
and
there.
They're wide
open.
open.
My goodness, yep. You know what sold it is because everybody's coming up for the bubble screen. He faked the bubble screen, and nobody took the receiver going down the field. And he was wide open.
And he was wide open. And had he kept his feet and stayed in bounds, he would have scored. They move the chains, 1st and goal from the 9, and it's going to be a handoff to Vesley, the tailback, and he'll take it in off of the right tackle. Nice hole there by the offensive line. Really a quick pace on the ball.
And I think the Cougars are going to go for 2 here since they mixed the extra point earlier.
And Vesley puts it in for 6. So the Colony Cougars now trailing 19-21 with 6:36 to play here.
Is it too
in
early
Northwest
to go for 2?
ISD. It's not too early to go for 2.
Man, you don't want to be chasing points.
And the Cougars will come up and try for the 2-pointer as they bring twins out to either side. I'd hand it to big man Vesley and say, you go, boy.
I think they got an illegal substitution on
no. They ran a guy in after the break of the huddle.
No, I think that's on
Byron Nelson.
On Byron Nelson, yeah. Byron Nelson got 12 people on the field.
Oh, Byron Nelson gets rung up for trying to put an extra body on the field, and the Cougars will move it up another yard, half the distance, so that'll put them at the 1.5-yard line. 2-pointer. Mikey rolls out to his. Oh man, he rolls out to his right. Mikey throws it under pressure. It's intercepted in the end zone, and Byron Nelson is going to take this to the house. So Byron Nelson will put another 2 points on the board, and that'll bring us to 23-19 as Byron Nelson picks off the 2-point conversion in the end zone and then takes it the full length of the field for 2 points, and that brings your Colony Cougars short 19-23 with 6:36 to play in the half. The Colony Cougars are going to have to make a stop here and put another score on the board to get this one out in front, guys.
And that's why I said earlier, do you really want to chase those points in the basketball game? I said basketball game. In the football game. It's a little. I thought it was a little bit early to be chasing that point. Go ahead and kick your field goal. Wait and see if your team can get. They did a good job getting some stops. While I'm watching the replay on there, and as Mike is getting rid of the ball, the kid jumps up in the air to block it, but it goes right into his arms as he's trying to knock the ball down, and then there's nobody in front of him because all the Cougars are in the end zone.
The Jumbotron on this field is awesome, by the way. Northwest ISD with a big Jumbotron in the end zone.
Yeah, some nice graphics.
Really nice Jumbotron. That's awesome. So your Colony Cougars will come out now, and they'll kick off to the Byron Nelson Bobcats with.
Yeah, you hate that to give up to score 6 points, but then you give up 2 more points. So now you're down 5 points.
Yep. No, you're down 4.
4.
So the Colony Cougars now will kick off to the Byron Nelson Bobcats. Looks like they're going to go deep on this one. I'd pooch it to the 20.
I'd put you right in the middle of the field.
Hits a worm burner, caught clean at the 29, and he's off and running. Scampers out to the 42, brought down by the Colony Cougars, and the Byron Nelson Bobcats will now come up 1st and 10 from, let's see where they spot it. It's always a guess. From the Byron Nelson 41, it looks like.
Yeah, see, that was too short of a kick. I'll kick it a little bit deeper over that second line and make the back line get it on a bounce kick.
So the Colony Cougars now, defense has got to come up with a big play here.
Yeah, we got to get a stop.
They need to disrupt this offense somehow. As Nelson comes out with twins on either side, to the short side, to the wide side, from the left hash mark out of the shotgun. They'll drop their tailback to the right. Quarterback rolls to his right. Got great blocking out on the corner. He'll let one go out to the flat. Looks like it's going to be
yeah, it bounced in there. He didn't get it close to the receiver.
Incomplete. And Nelson now, he's trying to throw it on the run. He had 3 blockers out in front of him, by the way.
And see, that's set up for him to either run or block. And the Cougars had it defended well on the run. He didn't have enough arm strength to get it out to the receiver.
So the Bobcats come up now, twins on either side. Out of the shotgun, tailback to his right. Rolls out to the right again.
Oh, that's got to be a hold.
That's got to be a hold. He was tackled back there, Coach. My goodness, that was awful. Holy cow.
And the ref is looking at it.
Colony Cougars are under pursuit, and he is tackled from behind and no call. Unbelievable. So Byron Nelson now, incomplete pass. They'll come up now 3rd and 10 from their own 41-yard line, and that was crazy.
I know the ref is looking right at him.
That was unbelievable.
Because they're rolling the pocket right to the ref.
So the snap is away. He steps straight back into the pocket under pressure. Oh, and it's caught at the
he got lit up.
At the 47-yard line, and he dropped the football. Did he drop it?
Yeah, he dropped it.
Yeah, he dropped the football. So Nelson now will come up 4th and 10 from their own 41. And the Colony Cougars will set Taylor back for the punt return.
That kid needs to see his chiropractor tomorrow. That's going.
Yeah, he does. He got lit on that one. And the punt is off and bounces out of bounds at about the Colony 19. Is that what it looks like?
Mm-hmm.
So the Colony Cougars will come out 1st and 10 from their own 19-yard line as they're trying to get back in a positive light on this game. Defense held strong on that, but they got hosed on that one play.
Oh yeah, that should have been at least 2nd and 20. Because he got held and then got thrown to the ground.
He didn't get held. He got tackled and then mugged.
Yeah, but look at it the way the series wound up.
Oh, there's the
shotgun
reverse.
On the reverse, and here we go. As Gonzalez gets bumped out of bounds at the.
Where's the flag for that one?
Oh, it's not a flag. Oh no, it's not a flag.
At the Colony 37, it should have been a flag. A late hit. He got hit out of bounds.
That's what I'm saying. But they're not going to throw a flag. Where we at?
So Gonzalez,
we're not playing at home, man.
runs it out of bounds at the 37-yard line. He's pile driven at the out of bounds, and
We don't give that
no call.
We don't get that call at home either.
That's what I'm saying.
Snap is away. Play action to Vesley, and Vesley's going to ramble. Oh, and holy cow, that was nice as Vesley brings it out to about the 47-yard line, and they're going to move the chains. Colony Cougars pick up a big first down as big number 33 rolls this one up the field.
Yeah, that reminds me, if you're old school, of here's the bubble screen.
Get out on the bubble, and Gonzalez takes it out of bounds at the almost picks up another first down at about the Byron Nelson, let's call it 44-yard line. Where are they going to spot this one? It's everybody's guess. What?
They're going to give him about 6 yards on that one. It's going to be second and 4.
Yeah, he stepped out real early.
So the Cougars now will get caught at the line of scrimmage on another bubble pass, and
I think we're going to get a hold because the ref threw the flag in the middle of the field.
oh my gosh. Chop block.
Yeah. So he ain't going to get the loss, or he going to take the penalty?
I'd take the penalty. So they're going to take the penalty on this one. They're going to move the Cougars back.
That was a 15-yard?
Yeah, that's a personal foul. So that'll move them back big 15. It'll be 2nd and 20, looks like. 2nd and 20.
19.
As the Cougars come up to the line of scrimmage.
So we were 2nd and 4. Wow.
Twins both sides. Snaps away. Harrington looks down the field. Throws it to the screen, and he's covered up by the middle linebacker coming across the field, and brings it back to the line of scrimmage. It now will be, well, he picked up a yard, so it'll be 3rd and 18 from the Cougar 39-yard line. They come up to the line of scrimmage here. Snaps away. Harrington steps back. He's got a pocket to throw in. Looks downfield. It's caught. And receiver will bring it back almost to the original. Oh, and he fumbled it. Fumbled it, and Byron Nelson picked it up. So your Colony Cougars turn over the football yet again. And Byron Nelson will take over 1st and 10 from the Cougar 45 with 4:52 to play here in the half. And the Colony Cougars, they could make this more difficult on themselves, but I'm not really sure how, Garnett.
I think he was down. Because no, they're going to say, nope, he threw the bean back. It's a fumble. Looked like his momentum was stopped, and the ref said no. He was still trying to go forward. His forward momentum was still going.
So Nelson will come out, Twins either side, out of the power I from the right hash mark. From the Colony Cougar 46-yard line, 1st and 10. They're going to hand it to the big tailback who brings it up the field, out the left side. He bounces out way outside the numbers. He's still running down to the 30, bumped out of bounds there. And they're going to spot it at the 31. Byron Nelson will pick up a first down. It'll be 1st and 10 from the Colony Cougar 31 as Nelson on a roll. Man, that kid's hard to catch when he bounces out around that edge.
And that's what they got to do. They got to keep that edge. That edge guys cannot let him bounce it that far outside.
So Nelson now will bring Twins up either side of the field, out of the power I. Shotgun, quarterback in the shotgun, of course. Getting ready for the snap of the football. Snaps away, good snap. He's going to roll to his right, hand it off to the tailback in a kind of a quasi option, and he'll take it down to the Colony Cougar 47-yard line for a pickup of about 5. And the Cougar defense is still trying to figure out what's going on here. As Byron Nelson comes, they're going to give him only 4 yards on that carry. So it'll be 2nd and 6 from the Cougar 38-yard line. As Byron Nelson comes up now, Twins either side, out of the power I. And man, it's not looking good. Snaps away. They're going to hand it to the tailback again. He's picked up at the line of scrimmage and buried there, which is what should be happening on every play. And that was an excellent read by number 11.
Yeah, that's more there.
And big play. So
yeah, we definitely needed that one. This is a big 3rd down right here. If we can get them off the field.
Big.
I mean, I'm sure they're probably in 4-down territory, but man, if we can get them off the field.
3rd and 7 from about the 30-yard line as Byron Nelson comes up. They'll put trips out to the right, one wide out to the left, snaps away. Play action. Quarterback keeps it. He's going to score on this play. Quarterback keeps it. He's brought down at the 4-yard line. And Byron Nelson picks up 1st and goal from the Colony Cougar 4-yard line, and the Byron Nelson Bobcats are proving to be very tough to stop for the Colony Cougars tonight. As the Bobcats now line up in the power I, they'll put twins on either side from the left hash mark. Snaps away a little high. They're going to hand it to the tailback, who will easily bring this thing to pay dirt. And Byron Nelson Bobcats now leading the Colony Cougars 29-19, as your Colony Cougars now struggling to stay in this ball game, and the Byron Nelson Bobcats are on fire.
And the Bobcats may go for 2 since they got those extra 2 points from the Cougars.
Bobcats are going to set up for 2 here. They're going to jet sweep it to the right.
Oh, it's got to be a hole, man. Wow.
And the Byron Nelson Bobcats will put 2 on the board, so now they're going to go up 31-19 on your Colony Cougars with 3:09 to go in the half, and the Byron Nelson Bobcats seem to be unstoppable right now against the Colony Cougars. They've now, have they doubled the points they've scored this season on this game now?
I think 27 was the highest they had, and they had 14 last week.
All right, so they're not there yet, but the Bobcats.
So I wasn't expecting them to get 31 really tonight, to be honest about it.
And that's before halftime.
Thanks for that reminder, Wes.
Oh, sorry.
You buzzkill. So your Colony Cougars now struggling to stay in this ball game with 3:09 to go in the half, trailing 31-19 behind the Byron Nelson Bobcats. And one of us predicted in the
Well, and they had to tackle. They you had the gain there, but they were trying to shoulder tackle him, and he bounced off and kept his legs running. They were there to make the initial contact.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda.
Friday the 13th.
Full moon.
Full moon.
Look at that thing. Full blood moon over there. It's gorgeous. So your Colony Cougars come out with the kickoff return team. Byron Nelson sets up for the deep ball. And here we go. Kicker's in motion. Byron Nelson was offsides on that, but they're not going to get the call. And it's caught at the 15-yard line by Miles Price. Miles Price is going to the house.
Oh, my goodness.
And he's caught from behind. How is that possible?
Because he cut it up instead of keep going outside. If he'd have made one more move outside, he's gone.
And Miles Price is brought down they're going to mark it at the 45-yard line of the Byron Nelson Bobcats. And the Colony Cougars offense comes out to go do some work again, and let's see if they can't put some points on the board this time.
Yeah, definitely need to get some kind of production right here.
And the Colony Cougars line up, twins either side. Snaps back to Mikey, rolls out to his left. He's under pressure. And did he at least throw it out of bounds?
Yeah, it was a shot put over the referee, the line judge, and
yeah, because you got to throw it back to the line of scrimmage at least.
Well, he wanted to also make sure he didn't throw it at anybody in blue.
Right.
So Harrington comes up the line of scrimmage out of the shotgun. Twins on either side. He steps back, got a pocket now. Under pressure, rolls out to his right, outside the pocket. He'll let it go. And it's caught by Miles Price at the 29-yard line of the Bobcats for a first down, and he has lit up at the 29.
That was 17,
yeah,
Ryan
Kazmersky, yeah.
Man, he took a whooping on that catch. Held the ball, though, so it'll be first down for the Colony Cougars at the 29-yard line. Holy cow, that was awful. Talking about a chiropractor, he's going to need 2 tomorrow.
Hold that ball. Yeah, I don't like when they carry that loaf of bread when they hold it out like that.
Thrown out to the left flat. He's met at the line of scrimmage. Be a pickup of nothing. As the Colony Cougars now from the Byron Nelson 28-yard line. Snap is away. They're going to hand it to Wesley, the freshman. He'll take it down, and he's tackled, and they're going to spot that one at the 24-yard line. Third down from that spot. Wesley had a decent carry there, and Cougars will come back up with 1:46 to go in the half. They're letting that shot clock run down. And Harrington out of the shotgun. Byron Nelson's not going to let that happen. They're going to call a timeout, stop the clock, and go talk about it. And now we'll give you a shot of the moon, and it's really, really good tonight. Our cameraman having a hard time finding the moon.
Of course, the camera does not do it justice. It is absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
Gorgeous red. A little bit of cloud.
It's of the devil. So the Colony Cougars now struggling a bit here at Northwest ISD Stadium. You're missing a great night for a road game.
Yeah, and this is, the first test of the season, first road game out here, way out here. Behind if you've ever been out to the Texas Motor Speedway, it's past that. But a good night for some football.
Cougars come up the line of scrimmage. They'll put trips out to the right, one out to the left. Out of the shotgun, Harrington sets up at about the 29. He's going to roll to his right immediately. Oh, defensive end steps up to make the hit. He throws it downfield to Miller, who catches the football and brings it down to about the 14-yard line, and he's buried. It's going to be a Colony first down. They'll move the chains. And why in the world, on moving the chains, are they letting the clock run? Why is that? They haven't even spotted the ball yet.
Yeah, they should have stopped the clock for the first down.
Harrington will take
a
toss.
He's open.
Oh, and he's wide open in the corner. And did he catch it?
Yes, he
Did
did.
he stay in? And the Colony Cougars are going to put 6 on the board as Harrington hooks up to, was that Price?
Yeah.
In the corner of the field.
Just ran right by him.
Usually that's Miller in that spot, but at this time it was Price on the timing pass to the back left corner of the end zone to put 6 on the board. The Colony Cougars now trail 31-25 here at Northwest ISD as they set up for the PAT. And the snap is away, kick is up, and it is good as the Colony Cougars now trail the Byron Nelson Bobcats 31-26 with 1:06 to go in the half. Garnett, the worst possible scenario I can see right now is us kicking the football off and that big monster in the middle of the field running this thing back on us with 1:06 to go in the half.
Have faith, my man. Have faith. No, they do need to kick. They need to kick it. They need to kick it. But they got to cover. I mean, and that's what we talked about. That's what we talked about earlier in the pregame is how good our special teams have been this year.
Yeah, I agree.
And come out here again. This is non-district, and we're still trying to get ready for district play. This is our first game away from Tommy Briggs, so they got to get used to playing on the road.
It's the first test we've had of coming from behind.
Right. So, Cougars got to come out and get some stops. We've had some stops, but we just haven't been able to get the momentum to stay on our side.
I mean, it's testing the mettle of this team. Can they pull it together and hold the Bobcats for a couple of possessions and get ahead of the game here?
Well, and that's
the question.
Let's look at it here. We'd still be in the game. We gave up two kickoff returns.
No, I get it.
And we gave up two two-point conversions. One we
had 3 turnovers, Mr. Statman. 3 turnovers. Kickoff is away. They're gonna onside kick try it.
They're gonna get it.
They might get it. Oh, they didn't get it.
Oh no! It's still a fight. I think it bounced over that up, man. Oh man, Byron Nelson came up with it the last second there. Wow.
I think they stole it.
I did too.
They stole that one in the bottom of the pile.
Man.
Taylor, man, that boy's getting whooped tonight. I hope they've got a really good chiropractor on staff because he's going to need
we got a penalty down. It looks like it's going to be offsides.
Really?
Yeah, they're going to call offsides on the kickoff.
On us?
Yep.
How is that when the last 3 kickoffs from Byron Nelson, they've been 5 yards downfield when the guy kicked the football? Oh, my goodness. Byron Nelson ought to just leave it because they got great field position. And that's exactly what they're going to do. So Byron Nelson's going to take over first and 10.
I think it gets added on to
Oh,
where
it
the
does
ball
get added
is.
on. So Byron Nelson's going to take over first and 10 from their own 40. Colony Cougar defense needs to come up with a big play or two here. 1:05 to play in the half, trailing 31-26. Your Colony Cougars behind the Byron Nelson Bobcats here in Northwest ISD in the far side of the planet. Out of the power I, twins on either side. Snap is away, and quarterback under pressure. He'll throw it.
Yeah,
and
but
it's
but it's offsides.
And
the
it's
flag was late again.
intercepted by the Colony Cougar secondary at their own 32-yard line, but they're going to call this one back. They're going to call it encroachment on the Colony Cougars, of course.
Well, they actually got that one right. He jumped.
Just by man, if he'd have held it just for a second.
Yep.
So that will give Byron Nelson a big 1st and 5.
Yeah, he was listening. He was
44,
listening to the
or for the
quarterback
45.
instead of watching the ball. If he watches the ball, he doesn't get offside.
Out of the power I, the Byron Nelson Bobcats come up twins on either side from the right hash mark. Snaps away. He'll step straight back into the pocket, lets it fly to the left side of the field, and it's caught at the 38-yard line of the Colony Cougars, where he's pushed out of bounds by number 13.
No, that's Gonzalez that's pushed.
Dante Yancey. And the Colony Cougars now, they'll spot it 1st and 10 for the Byron Nelson Bobcats at the Colony 39-yard line.
Yeah, and this, you had them in a passing.
Man.
Now this one, but now they can run anything. They can run or pass,
So Byron Nelson comes up to the ball. They'll put a man in motion across the set.
Oh,
man. Guy's back, catches the quarterback and just lets him go. He'll run it out to about the 36-yard line, pick up a 4.
And that's what I've been talking about all game. They're trying to blow them up instead of wrapping. That's why we always teach the kids when they're young in Pop Warner, you got to wrap them up.
Should have been a 5-yard loss. Instead, it turns into a 3-yard gain. Scamper by the quarterback on a broke play. Byron Nelson now 2nd and 7, 2nd and 8 from the Colony Cougar 38-yard line, 37-yard line. Power I, twins on either side. They'll spread the right outermost receiver almost to the sideline. He stand up on the numbers. Out of the power I again. Snaps away. They're going to hand it to the big tailback, and here he comes up the field, right off the hash marks. Right up the middle of the field. And he's brought down at the Colony Cougar 23-yard line. They'll probably mark it at the 22. Nope, they're going to mark it at the 23. 1st and 10. The Byron Nelson Bobcats on the move with 34 seconds to go in the half, trying desperately to put some points on the board, and it looks like the Colony Cougars are going to call for a pause here.
Yeah, they've got to tighten the screws up here, and they cannot let them get a score here going into halftime. Especially because the importance here is you get the ball back coming out of the halftime. You just score right there. You don't want to give up a score. You're already trailing by 5, and you've given up, some extra points. You've given up some couple of kick returns. So everything that can go bad has happened in this first half for your Cougars, and yet we're only down by 5, which is the good thing.
Bite your tongue, Garnett. We still got 34 seconds to go in this.
So
match.
let's go ahead and take care of business right now and get a big stop for the defense.
Hey, you ain't got to sell me on that. It's these boys you got to crank up here. Byron Nelson's going to come out here 1st and 10 from the Colony Cougar 23-yard line. 34 seconds to go. They're going to wind up with trips to the left side, one wide out to the right.
This is where we need a big turnover here. I'm telling you, big turnover right here.
Power I from the middle of the football field. You got to keep that stinking tailback planted. Byron comes up, snaps away, steps straight back in the pocket. It's going to be a quarterback scamper right up the middle of the field. He's going to get one away and caught it in the flat and run out of bounds at the 12-yard line.
He one-hands the ball. Wow.
Well, he heard footsteps, and so he kind of bobbled it, but he still got enough of it to hold it down, and then got pushed out of bounds.
Well, they're not going to give him the first. Yeah, they are. So it's going to be 1st and 10.
Well, and the clock doesn't look like the clock moved either.
Oh, no, they only let that run when they're moving the chains for us. 31 seconds to go. It's going to be quarterback keeper around the left side, and he's going to go out of bounds at the 2. They're going to say he got it down to the goal line? Are you kidding me? So Byron Nelson now will bring it down. It'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
And they're getting away with holding and everything down here.
So your Colony Cougars.
But against, we're playing at their stadium, so, you know.
Did you notice that the clock only moved 6 seconds on a run play?
But it didn't move at all. It didn't move at all. Actually, on the previous play.
It did. As soon as they called timeout, the referee went over to the coach and asked the clock to reset to 38 seconds.
What?
So, yeah, we got added 4 seconds. So that was actually a play of 7 seconds.
Oh, okay.
Down to 31. Yeah, no,
I was like, how did it only go off 2 seconds?
Since I'm a soccer official, I do happen to pay attention to the referees, and that was one of the things I noticed. So now that discussion, I watched how the two on the line judge. The quarterback dove for the pylon, and the football touched the pylon, and so he was conferring with the side judge to determine whether or not he had actually gone out of bounds before. They couldn't decide, and so then they had a conversation with the referee, which I thought was really weird. It was like those two should have made that decision and then let the referee know what they decided. Instead, they had him come in, and, of course, he awarded So
they're going to give Nelson a
touchdown.
There's no way that ball went across the plane of the goal.
Wow.
Well, yeah, he knocked the pylon over with the football.
There's no way.
Just telling you what I saw.
Look at this replay right here.
See,
he's out of bounds.
He was out of bounds when the ball
he's out of bounds.
That was the discussion that
was a horrible
those two on the
call.
side. Yeah.
Hey, play that back again and show us how your referees hosed it.
I guarantee you they will not show that again until the next ball snap to make sure there's no question.
So Byron Nelson will come out now on a PAT.
Wow.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. They'll set up with 25 seconds to go in the half. Kick is up, and it's good. And Byron Nelson now will stretch the lead 38-26 on your Colony Cougars on a very questionable, I just ran out of bounds but put the ball over the end zone play by the quarterback of the Byron Nelson Bobcats. And now the Colony Cougars, they didn't run it back on the kickoff, but they still scored.
Well, and you know what's crazy about that play is that keeps them ahead, even if you come out and score coming out of halftime, because they have a 12-point lead. You know, you could have come out. You know, they were only up by 5. You come out, you score. Now you're up by 2, and it's a ball game again. I mean, it's still a ball game. Don't get me wrong, but that touchdown right there is really a huge impact. In this football game in the first half, going into halftime. I don't know. I mean, I'm thinking 25 seconds left. I'm still going to try to score.
Well, yeah, the Cougars definitely have the ability to score in 25 seconds. That's not a question. But the question is, can they score in 25 seconds and beat the referee crew and the other team? I don't know.
And I was going to say, they got the 12th man on the team, and the 12th man is calling it one way. I mean, we hadn't gotten this many penalties, and I'm not going to say that it was because we're at home, but holy moly, we're getting a lot of penalties.
Well, and they're missing a lot too.
And that's what I'm saying. And Northwest,
it's the full moon.
Is that what it is?
Is that what it is? All right, they're going to kick this one. They're going to pooch it up short. Colony Cougars are going to field it, and they're going to spot this at the where are they spotting
37.
37?
Yep.
Colony Cougar first down from the 37-yard line with 25 seconds to go. Your Cougars will line up twins on either side.
I'm gonna go the play we did against Lone Star last year.
Byron Nelson will go into a prevent because they know they're going to throw the thing deep.
That's okay, but you know what? I'll nickel and dime them all the way down the field.
Going to throw it to the flat to Price. Price will wind his way down to about the 43-yard line.
Yeah, he's got to get out of bounds and save that timeout.
Cougars will call a timeout, stop the clock at 17.2 seconds in the half.
Well, the coach called the timeout before he ever went down, and so that literally as soon as he was down, the line judge on the far side started signaling for stop the clock and call a timeout.
So I think we have one timeout left. So I mean, we got at least 3 plays, but the receivers got to know that they got to get out of bounds. And I'm gonna run that underneath play. I'm gonna throw the ball up in the air to Miller big, and let either Gonzalez or Price come by on the pitch back.
Cougars will come out now. 2nd and 1 from the 46-yard line of the Cougars. They'll put twins out on either side. Harrington out of the shotgun from the left hash mark. He'll have number 33, Veasley or Vesley.
Still have an issue with the clock. They're resetting it again.
Yeah, they're going to take some time off now.
Well, yeah, we got the ball.
$17 seconds to go. Out of the shotgun.
Maybe.
Vesley at the tailback spot.
He's not going to start the 25-second clock until they get the game clock.
They're going to put
the
game clock at 20 seconds. And now out of the shotgun, Harrington will go to work. Harrington takes the ball, quick throw to the flat on the bubble pass, and they'll pick up the first down, run out of bounds at the, when did they run it out? At the Byron Nelson 47-yard line. 1st and 10 for your Colony Cougars with 15 seconds to go in the half. The Cougars now trying to systematically work their way up the field in 15 seconds to put 6 points on the board. They're going to put twins out on either side. Harrington out of the shotgun. Takes the snap, throws it to the right side. Miller on the flat. Miller's got to get up the field, fellas. And he can't get out of bounds. So Miller, that'll cost him the ball game right there, the half. No,
yeah, and
stop the clock.
There's a flag.
And there's a flag on the play. I think there's going to be holding.
Funny thing is where they threw that flag, there was a blue player on top of a white player. So unless you hold them and drag them on top of you, that would be a really weird-looking hold.
6 seconds to go here in the first half. Your Colony Cougars trail 38-26.
Yep. That's what they're calling.
And they're going to call a holding, and apparently you can hold from the bottom of a pile. So the Cougars will get pushed back, and it will be
Yeah, you can definitely tell the difference in playing at home and playing on the road because the Cougars have rung up, I'm thinking, 10 flags at least.
wow.
About
At least 10 flags tonight.
That'll take the Cougars
And
back
Nelson
to their own 40.
And watching from our point of view, Nelson has committed just as many as the Cougars, but have not gotten any of those calls.
No two ways about it.
I mean, that's
well, they've gotten a couple, but they definitely have not gotten, especially the critical ones.
Yes.
All of a sudden, one that really made a difference
was a holding call that they missed back here.
Well, that one, but I'm thinking about ours. When they call ours, all of a sudden the ball's downfield, and 3 seconds later, here comes the flag for something that, there's nobody in the area.
Right.
So
I do agree with.
Was it a hold or was it a imaginary, I don't know, something?
Yep, that's what it was. Crazy. So the Cougars now will come out. 6 seconds to go. Harrington will get sacked.
And that'll be the half.
And that'll be the half as your Colony Cougars trail in the first half here at Northwest ISD, beautiful facility, 38-26. First time this season they have trailed anyone. And your Colony Cougars will have to go into the half in the locker room, have a little discussion, try to figure this one out. We will, what are we going to do for half here, fellas? back. Halftime shows are over, and we're ready for another fun-filled half of football here at Northwest ISD in the other part of the planet. Moon's starting to show through again through the cloud coverage. Should have been here tonight. Got a sparse crowd. They're hanging in there. They're not all leaving yet. And your Colony Cougars, just for reference, trail the Byron Nelson Bobcats 38-26. Had a really rough, and I use that word lightly, very rough first half. Colony Cougars, man, I don't know. They just had a rough go of it. Had a lot of turnovers, penalties. I think they've quadrupled their penalty production this game. Execution, not so great. Let's hope they got their stuff together at halftime. Had a little chit-chat with the coaching staff and got everything back on the same page. Your Colony Cougars, the good news is they're going to get the football here in the first half to start this thing off. Sure would be good to get a big return and get this thing started on the right foot here in the second half. Byron Nelson now kicks the ball off. Who is that masked man? Is that Gonzalez? Gonzalez up the right side. He finds a little bit of running room. He's out to the 40. Breaks the tackle, and Gonzalez.
Oh my goodness.
The big green turf monster jumps up. And for those of you out in Dublin, I hope that's your catchphrase tonight. Big green monster catches him at the Byron Nelson 41, and he slides out on his belly out of bounds. But Christian Gonzalez was off to the races down the right side of the field after catching the football and bounced around a little bit. They're going to spot it at the Byron Nelson 38. Colony Cougars have 1st and 10 from that spot. And your Cougars come out. They're going to post up 2 wideouts to the left, a twin up on the right. They're going to hand it off to the fullback, or tailback rather, and he's going to be drugged down. That's Vesley. He'll lose, I think he's going to lose a yard. Maybe they'll got it back to the line of scrimmage. Yep, got it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the Byron Nelson 38. Colony Cougars now. Mikey steps back in the pocket. He's going to have to scramble now. Throws it out in the flat to the 30, to the 20. Off and running. Who is that?
That's the running back, came out of the backfield.
Vesley catches that one off the backfield floater.
Everybody went downfield with the receiver.
And they're gonna move the chains for a first down. Colony Cougars moving the football down to the 18-yard line, 17-yard line of Byron Nelson. A little bit of congestion there at the line of scrimmage. He'll pick up 2 on the carry. Down to the 15-yard line of Byron Nelson.
And Mikey's going a little bit too quick because he didn't even let his receiver get back from running a deep route. He didn't let his receiver come back and get set. He's snapping the ball. You got to see the whole field and see that everybody's not set. I know you want to go quick.
So that'll cost him that little bit of impatience and
the receiver is looking at the referee trying to make sure that he's either on or off the line of scrimmage, and they snap the ball.
So now it'll be 1st and 15. Vesley with the carry again. Down to the original line of scrimmage, it looks like. So it'll be 2nd and 10 from the 13-yard line, or 18-yard line, rather. And come up to the line of scrimmage, twins on either side, snaps away. He's going to roll out to his left. He's got lots of field to work with. Throws it to, was that Vesley again?
No, that's Miles Price.
Miles Price catches the football at about the 7-yard line.
Dragging across the field. I think he's going to get a first down there, so it'll be 1st and goal.
1st and goal from the 7. As the Cougars moving the football now, I guess quickening the pace now to hopefully catch Byron Nelson. And it'll be a keeper for Mikey Harrington, and he'll take it into the end zone for 6 points as the Colony Cougars draw first blood here in the second half. And that'll bring us to 38-32 as your Colony Cougars with 10:18 to go here in the third quarter.
Oh, and one of the Bobcats got blew up in the end zone.
Scoring quick on the Byron Nelson Bobcats. Now, we talked about the defense. They're going to have to come to play. Looks like the offense got it figured out. Defense, hopefully they got it figured out too. I'm sure they had a real heart-to-heart with the coaching staff at halftime.
Well, and
30 minutes of heart-to-heart.
And again, Cougars went up tempo, which they like to do. a couple of mistakes. They got to make sure they get set when they're going up tempo. But yeah, great job getting that ball in the end zone. Off a great kick return by set up by Gonzalez.
So the Colony Cougars now will set up for the PAT here.
Yeah, Bobcats still working on that injury in the end zone.
Did the Cougars have a player go off hurt?
No.
Why do they have their whole freaking staff out there? Maybe they were watering the team down.
Yeah, they were giving water and chatting, make sure they can get. Maybe they trying to get.
So
say, come on, ref, give me some of them calls.
We've still got players. Why are we getting all wound up here for run the play? We still got about 20 people on the field that don't belong there. Our guys need to settle down a little bit.
Yeah, that Bobcat player, he's coming off gingerly. I saw that he got blew up in the middle of the field. Somebody just came off the line of scrimmage and just waylaid him.
That was frustration from 30 minutes of discussion with the coaching staff. Just saying.
Just saying.
So the PAT set up, and the snaps back. Kick is up, and is it good?
I think he.
It is.
Wow.
And your Colony Cougars now trail the Byron Nelson Bobcats 38-33. They bring it within one score, one possession, and the Colony Cougar defense needs to come out and have a big set of downs here.
Yeah, they got to get some. They got to get some stops. Let's see. We know the talk worked with the offense. Let's see if we can get a defensive stop here.
Well, worst case, before we get there, this kickoff team has got to stay in their lane and seal this field off.
Well, especially if you're going to pooch kick, to make them go out of bounds.
They're letting them run it back.
Or make him come all the way across the field, but don't let him go directly up the field where you're pooch kicking because you're already shorthanded.
So Byron Nelson will come out with the kickoff return team. The Cougars now have their kickoff team on the field. And Colony Cougars still trying to find a solution for what seems to be a very potent Byron Nelson Bobcat offense. So the Colony Cougars now spreading it out across the field for the kickoff. Looks like a pooch coming. They're going to line it up for a right-hand pooch, and the kick is away. He kicks it somewhat deep. It's caught at the 8-yard line. Out comes the return man.
There you go.
And he's going to bring it down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage by the Colony Cougars on the kickoff. And they don't let that guy get loose, and he's brought down at the 22-yard line. It'll be Byron Nelson Bobcats, 1st and 10 from that spot. Your Colony Cougars trail 38-33 here at Northwest ISD Stadium. And the Colony Cougar defense on the field now. Byron Nelson, the Bobcats, three wideouts to the left, one to the right, from the middle of the field, out of the shotgun, power I formation. They'll move their tailback now up to the right side of the quarterback. And the snap is away. There'll be a play action. Hand it off to the tailback, and here he comes around the left side. He's going to hit at the line of scrimmage. And now gang tackled, forward progress, and are they going to let him keep running with the football while he's running backwards? Finally call a forward progress on the play. And they'll hold him up. They're going to give him 2 yards on that carry. Are you kidding me?
They gave him 3. But, he's really trying to get to that edge, so Cougars got to be watching that edge.
Again, they're going to play action, fake it hand it off to the tailback, and he'll bring it up for almost a first down. Did he get it?
I think he's a yard short.
So the Bobcats now moving the football. 9:29 to go in the third quarter. They lead 38-33 over the Colony Cougars. Bobcats now spread them out, twins on either side from the left hash mark. Quarterback about 4 yards deep on the shotgun, out of the power I. Tailback, this guy towers over the quarterback. They'll play action, hand it off on the option to the tailback, and he probably picked up the first down, I think.
Yep,
they're going to move the chains. It'll be a Byron Nelson first down from about the 33-yard line of the Byron Nelson Bobcats. Colony Cougar defense had a better stand than that 4 downs, but they're going to have to come up bigger than that. Twins out on the field. They're going to swap sides with a couple of receivers. Quarterback yelling at his line right now. He'll step back now, move the tailback to his left from the left hash mark. They'll move tailback back to the power I. Snap is away. Quarterback steps back in a deep, deep pocket. He'll throw it.
No, he threw it into the ground. That's got to be intentional grounding.
Gotta be.
Yeah, he wasn't out of the pocket.
I see the flag. Quarterback's in the pocket. He
didn't throw it past the line of scrimmage. He threw it into the ground. Don't talk him out of it. Look at the trying to talk him out of it. Oh my goodness.
He wasn't out of the pocket.
He wasn't out of the pocket, and he threw it directly into the ground.
That's intentional grounding, fellas, in any rule book.
Yeah, I mean, you can't talk him out of that. I mean, I know y'all trying to do some home cooking, but that's really obvious.
They're going to wave that off?
No, they're going to mark it. They're going to mark it back.
Here we go. So they're going to get smacked on a intentional grounding by the quarterback, who still in the pocket, throws it not past the line of scrimmage, buries it in the what would be dirt on our natural field.
Shouldn't it be second down too?
Shouldn't
it be a loss of down?
Yep.
But I don't think they're going to get the loss of down.
Snaps away. They hand it to the big tailback as he comes rallying up the middle of the field. He's stopped at the 30-yard line, still well behind the original line of scrimmage, about by 4 yards. So Byron Nelson now trying to dig out of a hole here. It'll be second down. They should have lost it down.
Yeah, they should have lost it down on an intentional grounding.
Second down now. Should be third down, but it's not. And the quarterback out of the shotgun with his tailback in the power I. Twins on either side. Snap is away. Quarterback steps up in the pocket. He's covered up at the line of scrimmage. And the Colony Cougars do a great job of stopping the Bobcat offense here.
And it should really be fourth down.
7:37 to play in the third quarter. And the Bobcats are trying to now find a solution for this Colony Cougar defense that obviously the stern talking to at halftime has done its job. And the Colony Cougar defense now sets up for a big third down play. Should be fourth down, but it's not. Big third down play by the Bobcats. They put twins out on either side out of the shotgun.
Watch the run up the middle here.
They'll set the tailback in the power I. Quarterback steps up in the pocket. It's going to be a keeper by the court. Nope, he finds the man in the flat, hits him, and he is stopped short at the 40-yard line of the Bobcats, 4 yards short of the first down. And it'll be 4th and 4 with 6:48 to go here in the third quarter as the Bobcats now pulled a good play off on that third down, Garnett.
Yeah, watch this because they can.
They're going to do another flat route.
Yeah, no, they
pick up the 4 yards. Colony Cougars have got to stiffen up here in the flat. They're going to put twins out on either side.
It should be our ball because the loss of down. It should have been our ball.
I hear you.
With the intentional grounding, it should have been our ball.
Yep. So Byron Nelson will come out twins on either side out of the power I from the left hash mark. 4th and 4 from their own 40.
And Coach tried to have that conversation on the sidelines, and that line judge ignored him, blew him off.
So the quarterback now will set up. They'll put the tailback to his right. You can feel it coming to the tailback to the wide side. He's on the bubble route. He looks for the tailback. Oh, first down. And now off the bubble, the Bobcats pick up a first down with the extra down that they got on the intentional grounding.
Yeah, you had to figure one of these points they were going to go for it on fourth down there.
And now Rangel's out. Oh, no.
So the Byron Nelson Bobcats now with a first down at their own 48-yard line. Colony Cougars with the player down. Is that Ybarra, they say?
I think that is one of the up linemen, it looks like. I think he got cut blocked.
I can't see his number. He's a big one, though. That's not. That's number 11.
That would be
Moore.
Marcus Moore.
Yeah, that's Marcus Moore down. Looks like he's going to try to make it off on his own power. Marcus Moore rattled on the play, making his way off the field.
And I guess I have to go back to see if they called intentional grounding on that play or what was the penalty. But if it's intentional grounding, don't you lose the down?
Yep.
Because they got first down all over again.
Yeah. So Bobcats come out 1st and 10 from their own 48. Twins either side from the right hash mark out of the power I. Teams are set. It'll be a play action fake. Quarterback trying to option it. And on the fake, hangs onto the ball a little bit too long, and the tailback is dumped on his face at the 48, at the line of scrimmage. Oh, no, he lost a yard to the 46-yard line. So it'll be 2nd and 11 from that spot as Byron Nelson now starting to stutter just a little bit. The Colony Cougar defense putting a little bit of pressure on that front line.
Yeah, we definitely need
Bobcats.
to get some pressure. We definitely don't want to keep going score for score.
5:44 clock ticking in the third quarter. Snap is away. Quarterback steps back in the pocket. He's got lots of time. Throws it out to the flat man, wide open, caught at the Colony Cougar 28, down to the 20, 19, 18. He's going to run out of bounds at the 18-yard line. They're going to spot it at the 19. And the Bobcats move the chains. 1st and 10 from the Colony Cougar 19. Man, the Colony Cougars just cannot catch a break here in this game.
Yeah, the defender got caught looking in the backfield, and the receiver kept running and ended up down the field as the receiver's trying to decide if he wants to go to the quarterback.
Bobcats will put trips out to the left, out of the right hash mark. It'll be a, what do we got, false start? Maybe. Be a false start on the Bobcats. That'll put them back 5 yards, so it'll be 1st and 15 from the 25-yard line of the Colony Cougars. With 5:30 to go in the third quarter, your Colony Cougars trail 33-38 here at Northwest ISD Stadium. And I guess this would be considered the Alliance Township. Out of the shotgun, trips to the left. Quarterback takes the snap. He'll hand it off to the tailback coming across the left side. He'll get drugged down. He'll pick up of about 3, it looks like.
Yeah, and that's his bread and butter, is to beat you to the outside. He's running to that 7-hole.
He'll bring it to the 22-yard line, so it'll be 2nd and 13. Bobcats come up to the line of scrimmage. Twins either side from the left hash mark. Quarterback in the shotgun with power I. Tailback just 2 yards behind the quarterback. And snap is away. They're going to get.
They got to get delay a game.
Delay a game or a false start. Looks like a false start on the Bobcats. I'll push them back another 5 yards. So it'll be 2nd down and what looks to be 17. As the Bobcats start to struggle a little bit here in the second half. Kids are getting tired. It's harder to keep the stance. 2nd and 17 from the 28-yard line for the Colony Cougars. Bobcats out of the power I. Twins on either side. Bobcat quarterback clearly in the shotgun with his tailback 2 yards deep off the quarterback's hip. Snap is away. He's going to pitch it out to the tailback. He's going to pick up gets a nice run back to the Colony 21. And gets to the edge on the pitch, but can't quite pull it in to the original line of scrimmage. So it's going to be 3rd and 12 from the Colony Cougar 21. Byron Nelson now trying to get a play in. Clock running, 3:51 to go in the third quarter. They'll put Twins out either side of the field from the right hash mark. Byron Nelson driving the football on the Colony Cougar defense. From the power I, Byron Nelson takes the snap. He'll step 2 steps back in the pocket, fires across the middle, and it's caught in the end zone Byron Nelson touchdown as they put another 6 on the board. That'll get them 44-33 over the Colony Cougars with 3:26 to play here in the third quarter. The Colony Cougars are having a rough go of it tonight here against the Byron Nelson Bobcats.
Well, and that's really soft coverage there by the Cougars. Not much pressure at all. I mean, the defender is backpedaling, and all the guy does is just run a post. I mean, you got to come up and challenge that. You can't be that soft on that coverage.
Point number 2 we talked about in the pregame. Byron Nelson takes the timeout. I'm not sure why.
I don't think the kicker was ready. Are they even going for 2?
I don't know why you would go for 2 because it's still a 2-possession game. Even if you hit the 2.
Because you're up by 14 instead of up by 12.
No, you'd be up by 13. Be
13, yeah.
46-33, so it's still a 2-possession game.
Wow.
So Byron Nelson comes out, sets up for the PAT. 3:26 in the third quarter.
I still say they got hosed on that intentional grounding.
And Byron Nelson will convert on the PAT. That takes us to 45-33 here at Northwest ISD Stadium. The Byron Nelson Bobcats continue the football lesson for the Colony Cougars here. Cougars on their first road game, struggling a bit against Byron Nelson. And I think right now, Garnett, really, athletically, I don't think they're getting beat. I think they're just purely getting beat on execution right now.
Yeah, they're not. I mean, when you go back and look at it, I mean, you're looking at some missed tackles.
Well, no.
You're looking, seriously, we've missed some tackles.
I get it, but
and we've given up the 2 kickoffs.
Well, that coupled with the fact that our offense hasn't come up with any spectacular plays, at least not in the quantity that they did last week.
Right. I mean, so it comes down to who's going to execute it. And right now, a lesser team in Byron Nelson, and I'm sorry, they're a lesser team, is out executing you.
Well, right now the scoreboard don't say they're the lesser team, as the Colony Cougars trail 45-33 here at Northwest ISD. The Bobcats set up for the kickoff. Your Colony Cougars will bring their receiving team out. How is that not offsides? The whole right side of that kickoff team was 10 yards downfield before he kicked that football. How is that? I don't get it. They had crossed the 50-yard line before he kicked the football. I don't get it. 45-33, your Colony Cougars now will take over on the touchback. First and 10 from the 25.
That's what home cooking does for you. Gets you those breaks.
Man, this is worse than home cooking. Mikey Harrington reels one down the right side. And it'll be incomplete. And the Colony Cougars now have second and 10 from the 25. Mikey seems like he's lost a little bit of his, willingness to it just seems like his will to win is starting to wane a little bit here.
Oh, no.
He's going to hand the ball off.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
To the freshman Wesley, who takes it down to the Cougar 36-yard line. That should be a first down. They're going to move the chains. Good job, Wesley, as he brings in a first down on the run. Out of the shotgun, Harrington will step back, and what do we got?
It was the penalty was before the play. He's got to let his players get set. I mean, I'm sorry. I understand the hurry up. He's got to let his players get set. And was that off of?
Must have been I don't know what it was. A 5-yarder.
Were they offside?
No, it's illegal substitution.
Keep your head up, buddy.
Oh, he's still on.
He's gone. They're not gonna catch him.
They caught him.
Oh my goodness.
And that was Wesley on the bubble, and he hauls it in and brings it down to the. Where are they going to spot that? To the 8-yard line. So the Colony Cougars now 1st and goal from the 8.
Oh man, and you see the Byron Nelson player. He was coming off the field. Coaches told him to sit down.
Yeah, they had to stop that momentum.
Yeah, and exactly right. As they saw that the Cougars were trying to go, they subbed, but then they told the player, "Hey, fall down, fall down."
Right.
Oh, that's pathetic.
Oh, because he was coming off the field.
Oh, well, you can't tell me our coaches haven't done the same thing.
I mean, but
that's coaching.
Are you kidding me? We would never do that, Wesley.
Yeah, but I mean, they trying to break the momentum. Look at him.
And
I mean,
for our
same
listeners,
thing he was doing
I'm a
coming
different
off the
Wesley
field.
than the one on the field running up and down the field like a
Running the
madman.
football.
That kid's good. I never was.
So the Colony Cougars now, they scrape the dead body off the field, and the Cougars now up to the 8-yard line. 1st and goal. Cougars will set up twins on either side from the right hash mark. Harrington takes a snap. Harrington scrambling around on the back, and
Oh, throw the ball away, Mikey.
come on, Mikey, throw that thing, baby. And now Mikey drops 7 yards on the scamper in the backfield. You know, that might work to our advantage because we blow inside the 10. This will give our receivers a little more time to work here.
Yeah, but he's outside the pocket. He can throw that one away.
I get it. Harrington now making things tough on the team. It'll be 2nd and 16. And he steps up in the pocket. Throws the ball in the flat. It's caught. Oh, and did he score? Yes, he scored. Are they going to give it to him?
Yeah, he scored.
Is that Wesley? No. Who was that?
I think that was Price.
That was Price. He hit that seam between the line and the defensive backs that they've been picking us apart with. He ran down and then came back and was hiding in that little zone. And it was a pass. And caught that pass and then made a little fake and ran it in.
PAT is up. And it is good. And your Colony Cougars now trail 45-40 here with 2:05 to go in the 3rd quarter at Northwest ISD on the road tonight against the Byron Nelson Bobcats, and the Colony Cougars still struggling to get ahead. They've trailed this whole ball game, and first time this season at least that's been the case, and they are trying to figure out how to dig out of this hole.
You know what's crazy about this quarter is the Cougars have only had the ball about 3 minutes this quarter. Still with 2 minutes left. They've had it 3 minutes. They've scored twice. But the Bobcats, because of those penalties, has held on to the ball and was able to drive down and get a touchdown.
Crazy talk, I tell you.
Leads for a wild 4th quarter.
So the Colony Cougars now, defense or the kickoff team on the field.
It's that full moon, man, in Texas football.
We have got to keep the lanes down the field, fellas, and keep this guy contained. Do not let him outside.
Man, I'm kicking it right there to that 30 and make that ball die down.
So the Cougars come out, kickoff team on the field, kickoff return team for Byron Nelson ready to go. The ball is away. It's kicked up deep. Caught at the 5-yard line. Here comes the return man. He's out to the 10, the 20. And he's brought down at about the 24. They're going to mark it 25-yard line. And Byron Nelson will come out 1st and 10 from their own 25-yard line. Are you kidding me? They're going to spot that at the 26? So Byron Nelson continuing to pile up the extra yardage based upon the Zebras' lack of ability to watch the game.
I was going to say new math, but, we've been in it for a few years now, so it ain't new anymore.
No, this is blind zebra.
Yeah,
blind zebra math here. And the Colony Cougar defense comes out to go to work again. Out of the shotgun from the power I. Twins on either side. Ball in the middle of the field. Byron Nelson at their own 25. 1st and 10. Colony Cougar defense set up, spread out across the field. They're still playing soft on the outside. Do not understand that at all. And now the Zebra, he wants to call a timeout. Byron Nelson doesn't like the set here.
Wow, that's their second time out.
They're going to call a timeout.
That could come back.
Could come back to bite him here. With 1:57 to play in the third quarter, Byron Nelson still leading this crazy ball game here at Northwest ISD, 45-40 over your Colony Cougars.
I might have to go back and look and see when the last time Byron Nelson scored 45 points.
That was back in 1929 when they wore leather
Not this
helmets.
season.
Well, we're only a couple of games into this season. Let me see.
So Byron Nelson Bobcats having a game of their life here.
Wow.
Against your Colony Cougars, who trail 45-40. The defense on the field, they're going to spread it out. Still playing soft on the outsides. Twins on both sides, out of the power I. Snaps away, play action fake, up the middle of the field. Oh, and the fullback gets caught by the green turf monster at the 37-yard line and brought down by what was an excellent tackle by the green turf monster. And he's a little upset about that. They'll move the chains, though. First down, Byron Nelson from their own 37-yard line. As they come back out in the same set, Twins either side. The Colony continues to play soft on the outside. From the shotgun, Byron Nelson comes up to the line of scrimmage, showing pass, out of pass blocking. They're going to play action fake.
Good tackle.
Whoa, and he's met two yards deep in the backfield, the tailback.
That's McCullum.
And he's brought down at the 35, and they're going to mark that at the 36. Are you kidding me?
That's because he threw him forward a yard. And then we have a late flag because there was a little scuffle in the defensive backfield.
Well, I'm sure that they're going to call that on the Colony because, you know, those boys just have a bad attitude.
Most likely, if they do like they normally do, it's a waste of time because they'll do offsetting on both teams.
So the Cougars now, defense will anxiously await the penalty that comes their way this time.
Oh, that's pointed to Byron Nelson.
It did point to Byron Nelson, and they're going to move the boys in blue back. Let's see what they're going to move them back. Huh?
It's a dead ball, so it should come back to the 1 yard loss, and then mark a 15 off. Okay, you got it straight. The line judge was like, no, it's got to start from here.
5, 10, 15 personal foul on the boys in blue. That'll
let's
take
see
them
if they
back.
make it second down this time. Because last time they left it first down. Yep, they make the second down. All right.
Second down and 26 from the Byron Nelson 20, as the Colony Cougar defense now has an opportunity to make an impact here.
Somebody's got to cover that inside.
Byron Nelson now in the same set. They're going to step back out of the pocket. The quarterback looks to the right flat. And drops the ball at the 30. Oh, too bad. And the Byron Nelson Bobcats are starting to succumb to a little bit of pressure here.
Oh, too bad?
Oh, man, that's just really.
Do I sense a little sarcasm in that comment?
Maybe a little bit.
Okay.
Is that legal?
Sure.
So
it's our broadcast. We can do it.
The Colony Cougars now putting a little pressure on the Bobcats at the 21. How'd that ball get moved up to the 21? I want to know, from a spot from the 20. How'd they make a yard on that, on an incomplete pass? 3rd and 24 from the 21-yard line. Byron Nelson comes out, trips to the left, single to the right. Quarterback steps up in the pocket. He's got lots of time. Oh, he's going to scamper around out there. Come on, fellas, let's make a stop. And they stop him at the 32-yard line. Still doesn't make it back to the original line of scrimmage. That'll be 4th down and probably about 14. Is that what it sounds like?
Looks like it.
Well, since they're getting 5 downs per set, they should get one more.
They may try to. Last time they were in this spot, they went for it. So it looks like they look like they're a 4-down team.
4th and 15.
He moved back 2 yards, so he's going to punt this one.
4th and 15. Byron Nelson sets up like they're going to play this, but quarterback set deep. They move the tail back up. Quarterback takes a quick kick, and he's going to punt this thing. That kid on a quick kick can sure drive that football, man.
I don't understand why our defensive line just doesn't push the offensive line right back into him. I mean, he's not that deep.
Yeah, because he's I don't know. You're right. I mean, they should be able to.
They should be able to
full
wreak havoc in there somewhere.
Deal. So they're gonna take over the Colony Cougars 1st and 10 from the, what are they going to spot this thing at the 17-yard
Cougar
line?
first down.
Cougar first down right here from their own 17. And the Cougars winding it up here, 45-40, trailing the Bobcats. They're handing it off to the tailback. He's going to make it around the right side. He's got plenty of room to run out.
Oh, there he goes.
There he goes.
Oh,
Down to the 35, tackled at the 39-yard line. Heck of a run by the fullback. That was number 4.
Well, 1.
No, that was
Price.
Price.
That was Price.
Price was in the tailback, but woo, he's carrying that ball out.
Loaf of bread time. It's
come
Mrs.
by.
Beard's delivery. Hot and fresh, baby.
I can come by and swipe it out, boy. He had me nervous.
Miles Price scampers down. It'll be first down for your Colony Cougars from the Cougar 39-yard line. The Colony Cougars now are going to talk about it a little bit.
It's
Colony timeout, yep.
No, it's in the quarter.
And
Going to switch sides of the field.
that'll bring us to the end of the third quarter. Fourth quarter now. You got the 4 fingers in the air. Need to put the rally caps on, and at home, turn them things inside out and backwards. We got to get this team on track here as the Cougars now in an opportunity for the first time tonight. Don't want to jinx things here. First time tonight to go ahead of the Bobcats as they trail currently 45-40 at the great Northwest ISD football stadium here in Alliance. Is this Alliance? This isn't Fort Worth, is it? Is this Fort Worth or Alliance?
Yeah, this is.
Racetrack's in Alliance.
Well, racetrack's in Fort Worth, right?
Is it Justin? What's that?
I know the racetrack's in Fort Worth, right?
No, it's in Alliance.
Is it? Well, we about 2 miles from the racetrack.
So
The address is actually in Justin.
So the Colony Cougars come out now. Snaps away. Harrington looks to the side, left side. Pass caught by Miller. He'll take it down to the Colony 37-yard line. And they got the spot right at least. They'll move the chains. It'll be first down. Colony Cougars, good grab by Miller and takes a move to the inside down to the 43-yard line of Byron Nelson Bobcats. Snaps away. Harrington steps back, got pocket, fires down the field. Oh, and it's caught! Oh, my gosh, he catches it on a dead run, and Miles Price delivers. No, that was Gonzalez. Gonzalez delivers 6 points on the point. Oh, my gosh, what a pass.
Run.
Catches it over the top.
And that's the way you use that 200 speed.
Catches it over the top of the defender and puts the Colony Cougars, are you ready for this, listeners? 46-45 over the Bobcats now here with 11:33 to go in this fabulous contest at Northwest ISD in Justin, Texas. And the Cougars, for the first time tonight, are ahead in this ball game. They're going to set up for 2 here. Not sure I understand that logic. And Harrington will roll out to his left, looking for room. And Harrington takes it in on the left side, way out past the numbers. And the Colony Cougars will put 2 more on the board. That'll bring them.
And I saw a flag come out at the very end. I think the point's going to count, but it may be an unsportsmanlike conduct.
So your Colony Cougars now lead this contest 48-45 here at Northwest ISD Stadium.
So the kickoff may be really deep. Oh, no, he pointed against the Bobcats.
The Bobcats are going to be in a hole. Ruh-roh.
No, I think he pointed at.
You usually don't point at the team that's receiving the foul.
I know.
Benefit.
No, he pointed. I think the foul is on the Bobcats.
Well, but I almost wonder if he pointed for it's going to count on the kickoff. Yep, unsportsmanlike on us. They're marking the football kickoff back to the 25.
So the Colony Cougars will be kicking off from the 25-yard line. Due to the unsportsmanlike conduct, apparently we can't still control ourselves, and the Cougars will make things difficult on the kickoff. Does give them a lot more room to pooch now.
Yeah, but you hate that because, you've been making You've been making I keep saying Northwest because we're at Northwest. You make Byron Nelson
Quit reading the end zones.
travel the length of the field, making it that much, you don't want to give them short field. They seem to thrive when the field is short.
Hey, I got to get a guy up here that can't read. Screwing Garnett up. Texas Tech education,
Hey,
man. All right, so the
Wreck 'em.
Cougars now going to make it hard for themselves,
Let's
kicking
just
off from
get
the
blinders,
25.
and that way you can't see the end.
There you go, or black it out
Black it.
somehow. Put black tape on the windows. And the Colony Cougars now line it up. They're going to have to kick this one real deep for a touchback, and here we go. Cougars will send this one as deep as they possibly can. It's going to be
nice
caught
kick.
at the 8-yard line. Whoa, what a kick by Alberon. And it's coming out. He's going to return
He's
it
only
to the
gonna
25.
get to the 25.
Man,
Great
that's
kick.
as good as a touchback, and that was an excellent kick by the kicker of the Colony Cougars. He put that thing in flight from the 25. And the Cougars now will come out. Defense has got to play big here. Bobcats come out 1st and 10 from the 26-yard line of the
turnover.
Bobcats.
Turnover would be great right
Turnover
here.
would be huge in this ball game, turn the tide, as the Colony Cougar defense has got to be flying high right now, and they've got it still playing soft on the outsides. Byron Nelson comes up, twins on either side. Same set they've run for 90% of the night tonight, out of the shotgun with power eye, tailback directly behind the quarterback, and snap is away. It's going to be a play action. Quarterback keeper around the left side. He makes it to the edge, kind of trips up on his wide receiver that's trying to set a block.
Yeah, that receiver is holding on the outside.
Well, of course he is, but, you got to do what you got to do, Garnett, to make the block. So the Bobcats will bring it out to their own 32-yard line. That'll give them 2nd and about 4. Colony Cougar defense, trying to shrug off the holds on the edge. And the Bobcats will come up, twins on either side again, out of the power eye, shotgun snap. It's away. Oh, it's bobbled at the handoff, and he'll be covered up. Might have picked up a yard on the play.
Yeah, I think that was an indecisiveness of the quarterback. I think he was wanting to keep that ball.
Well,
and he couldn't decide if he wanted to let it go or keep it.
Well, he was trying to ride that handoff like they do on an option, and the problem was he was too far away from the running back to do that.
Yeah.
The running back was trying to make the play. Anyhow, don't really care. We need him to drop the egg out there sometime.
Yeah, we do.
And the Bobcats come up 3rd and it looks like 3 from the 33-yard line of the Bobcats, and out of the same set.
But our corners are way off on this one.
Snap is away. Oh, bad snap. Quarterback fields it clean. Oh, and he's met at the line of scrimmage. Oh, buried. He loses 2 on the play, and holy cow, he's going to need a chiropractor tomorrow as the Colony defense just leveled the Byron Nelson quarterback. Wow, we needed that in the first quarter. Where were you at, baby? And it's 4th down and 4 from the 32 as Byron Nelson now going to go for it. And they're into the field, feeling confident. They're going to put trips out to the short side, left side of the field, from about the left side of the middle of the field. They'll put a lone out on the right side, and they'll put now they're going to quick punt it. And here we go. Quick kick is up. Colony does not have a deep man. They're going to let this thing run all the way to the end zone. That was a dumb play. And it's going to stall out at about the 18-yard line. And the Colony Cougar offense has got another opportunity to bring some points on the board with unanswered Byron Nelson Bobcat offense. And the Colony Cougars have got an opportunity now to stretch this lead out a little bit as they lead for the first time in this ball game, 48-45 over the Byron Nelson Bobcats. This one's going to go to the wire, folks.
Yeah,
you need
buddy.
to stay tuned. 9:48 to play in the
This
ball
would be
game.
a great drive right here because then you really push them.
Colony Cougars come up to the line. They're going to play action fake. Miles Price gets the call out around the left side. He's going to get hung up at about the 20-yard line, and he's going to get jerked around by the defense, and it's going to give him another 3 yards on the carry. They're going to move that up to the Colony 23-yard line. 2nd down and 7. Price steps up in the pocket, looks to the left.
Oh, my goodness.
Hits Miller in the hands. That's probably the wrong place to throw it, and he drops the ball at the 25. Has plenty of room to run it had he caught it. And the Colony Cougars will have an incomplete pass, stop the clock with 4:20.
Wow, and you don't
9:20 to play.
You don't want the clock to stop, and you got a chance for a first down.
And 3rd down and 7 now. Harrington's in the pocket. He rolls out to his right a little bit, pump fakes, and now he throws it down. It's caught by number 9 at the 35-yard line. That'll be enough to move the chains. We'll move that one, and number 35 made a great play. Who is that? He's not even on the roster.
Oh.
Harrington still running a hurry-up. Before they even got the chains moved, the Colony Cougars snapped the football, and they're off and running. Byron Nelson kind of back on their heels. They'll bring it to the 36-yard line. Pickup of 1. It'll be 2nd and 9. Byron Nelson's got a player down. Let's see who that is. Man, I can't see his number either.
Yeah, he was already on the ground before I could see.
Number 14, it looks like.
But it looks like Price ran into the back of his own lineman, and who was that in the NFL that hit his lineman? And
that's Hennessy Smith, number 14, that's down for Byron Nelson. Hopefully that's not a serious thing. He's looked like he's coming off under his own power.
Yeah.
So maybe he's just cramping up or something. All the trainers are smiling, so it might be too bad. I think they were just trying to stop the pace of the game, which they accomplished.
They did.
So Harrington comes up to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down, 9 to go.
Watch this underneath crisscross right here on
Twins
the right
on either
side.
side. The Colony Cougars now take the snap. It'll be handed off to Miles Price off to the left side. He makes a cut, still on his feet.
Oh my!
He'll
goodness.
fight down to the 44-yard line.
It's gonna be
short of the first down by a couple of yards.
Yeah, he's gonna be a yard short.
He'll be a yard short. It'll be 3rd and 1 as Price fights it for every inch, and they'll bring out Veasley in the tailback spot. They'll set him up on the right side. My guess is he's going to get the call here. Nope. Harrington steps up in the pocket, rolls to his right.
Keep running, Mikey. Keep running.
Mikey, pick up the first down. He picks up the first down, runs it out at the Byron Nelson 40.
I'm talking. I'm like, don't
47-yard line.
Keep running. You got the first down.
And
keep running.
Colony Cougars will move the chains for another first down. And
good thing he heard you, Garnett.
I know,
Cougars,
right?
Cougars are on the move. Good thing that helmet speaker's working in Mikey's head. Mikey Harrington brings him up to the line of scrimmage, almost drops that snap. Veasley gets the call. He's around the left edge, and he's going to take it down to the 40-yard line. Heck of a run, 7-yard pickup by Veasley off the left edge.
Now watch this. They're setting up the run. Watch this.
Gonzalez have 2nd and 3.
He's on
a hurry-up. Here he goes. Veasley gets the call again. He steppers up. Oh, Veasley's got a hole. He's down to the 25, 27, 23. Down to the 21-yard line. We're going to get a false start.
No, they're going to get a hold on the Cougars.
He
threw it right in the middle of the pile where Veasley was running into.
And the Cougars are going to get a hold. That'll stop them a little bit. Dadgummit, Veasley had a great run on that ball.
Yeah, he did.
Holy cow. Stop and stuttered. Not a real quick guy on his feet, but when he gets rolling, tough to bring down. And Veasley makes a great personal effort to get that one down the field and doesn't get any help from his linemen. So they're going to back that one up 5 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 13 from the 50.
Wow.
And the Colony Cougars now needs to shake that off and keep it going. Snap is coming back. Here it goes. Mikey sets up in the pocket, steps up in the pocket, lots of traffic, and he's caught from the left side, brought down at the Cougar 45. And Price, he's got to stay out of that grasp like that. He just flat ran to the defender.
Well, I think Mikey was trying to step into the pocket to let it go when he stepped right up into where the defender was. The line did kind of a great job there blocking.
So 3rd and 17. Harrington, lone man in the backfield, steps back. He's got pressure. He shovel passes it off to Miles Price, who's covered up.
Oh, man.
Scampers around and loses another lot of yards, another 5 yards looks like. Back to the Colony Cougar 42, and the Bobcat defense comes up big here. And the Cougars will have to bring out their punt squad on 4th down and long.
Yeah, that hold really boggled us up there.
The hold just took all the wind out of their sails, and the Cougars now will have to turn this one over to the Bobcats. Defense is going to have to come out and do their job again. This one may be a game that the defense is going to have to win it for us, fellas. Not going to lie. So here we go. Set up for the punt. Punt is away. It's a good punt. It's going to get a Cougar bounce down and out of bounds at the 10.
Oh, yeah,
no.
baby.
It bounces right at the left
At the 8-yard
edge
line.
mark and comes down to the 8-yard line where it's downed by the Colony Cougars. Byron Nelson up 1st and 10 from their 8-yard line. That may make it tough on the Byron Nelson Bobcats if that Colony defense line can step up and control the line of scrimmage here for another 2 or 3 plays and get a turnover or turnover on down. So Byron Nelson comes out, see what they can do here.
I definitely would like to see a turnover by the Cougars.
Byron Nelson, after leading the whole game, is now trailing 45-48 late in the halfway through the last of the fourth quarter. Byron Nelson now set up in a power I, twins on either side. Quarterback number 2 ready for the snap. Snap is back. He looks to his left, throws the ball. Man's in the flat. He can't put a handle on it. It's incomplete. It'll be 2nd down and 10 from the 8-yard line of Byron Nelson. Byron Nelson now starting to falter a little bit under the pressure. It's tough to pull those in when there's something on the line, guys.
Yeah, he threw a bullet out there because he had a man run that dig route right there, set up for him.
Colony still playing 10 yards soft on these guys.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh, what is going on here? And we got one defender out here. Oh, my goodness. Fellas, help me. Byron Nelson snaps the ball. Quarterback standing on the goal line. He throws to his left. Man catches it, runs out of bounds at the 21. That'll be a 1st down for Byron Nelson. They'll move the chains. Colony Cougar defense playing soft, gave him that 11 yards. No two ways about it. And they'll move the chains. Byron Nelson with 6:09 to go. And they'll set up same set. Two wide outs either side. Handoff to the quarterback, keeps it. He starts to roll out to his right. He's pushed back to the 10. Under pressure, run out of bounds at the 14-yard line. He'll lose 5 on the play.
Oh.
Wow, big play by number.
He loses about 10 on that play.
By number 82. Great pursuit by Colby Cox as he knocks the quarterback out of bounds.
Yeah, quarterback couldn't decide if he was trying to throw it away or outrun him.
And it'll be 2nd and 17 from the 14-yard line of the Bobcats, as now they're in a hole, and the Bobcats trying to find a solution for a defense that just woke up in the football game. Quarterback comes up, puts his tailback to his left. Snap is away. He's going to roll out to his left. A little bit of pressure. He turns up the field. Oh, almost picked off by the Colony Cougar defense, and he'll step out of bounds at the 29-yard line. Not quite enough for the 1st down, but the Bobcats now are in good position to convert here on 3rd down.
Wow. Yeah,
3rd and 3 from the 29 as the Colony Cougar defense has got to put some pressure. That soft coverage is not going to cut it here late in this ball game if they want to win this thing.
Yeah, you got 2nd and 19 and you give them 16.
They're going to twin up on the short side. They're going to bubble this thing to the left side. They're going to move the tailback to the left side of the quarterback. They're playing from the left hash mark. He's pointing downfield trying to get things going. And here we go. They'll move the tailback back to the tailback spot out of the power I. They're going to hand it to the tailback to the left side. He's going to have plenty of room to run, just enough for a 1st down. He'll bring it down to the Bobcat 38-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10. They'll move the chains. Colony Cougars with an excellent opportunity to stop them, but on that soft pass coverage, they end up letting the Bobcats convert. And the Bobcats now with 1st and 10 from their own 39-yard line. Come out with the same trips to the left, twins to the right. To the left. Quarterback on the play action fake to the tailback. He'll be buried at the Byron Nelson 46-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 3 now. And the Colony Cougar defense has got to step up and make a stop here.
Yeah, you had them in the hole, and you can't let them out.
And now here they come. Three wide out to the right, 1 to the left. Quarterback steps back in the pocket. He's got plenty of time. He looks downfield. He's under pressure now. Here comes 2 Colony Cougar defenders, and he's going to throw this one away as he end up having to burn down after a lot of pressure by 2 of the Colony Cougar defenders, number 34 and number 44. Great pressure by those 2 guys on the quarterback. And the Colony Cougars now needing to be big on defense here. 3rd and 3 for the Bobcats. Big stop here. Huge 3rd down stop for the Colony Cougars. As they come up to the line of scrimmage, twinned up on the left and wideouts to the right. Tailback running the bubble. Quarterback under pressure. He's going to throw it across the field. He catches the man in the flat.
I think that's going to be pass interference on somebody.
Pass interference. I think our cornerback here got blindsided.
Yeah, that's going to be pass interference or crackback or something. Yeah.
Where's the signal?
It was a pass interference against them.
So offensive pass interference. Oh, my goodness, 15-yarder.
I know, they actually called something on
That's
it.
going to move Byron Nelson back to their own 31-yard line. That'll put him in a big hole for a big third down, big third and 18 from their own 31-yard line. Byron comes up to the line of scrimmage. Twins to the left, wideouts spread across the field on the wide side from the left hash mark out of the power I. Quarterback in, obviously out of the shotgun. Gets ready for the snap. Cadence.
Offsides on the defense.
And the defense is going to get an encroachment. He airs this one out down the side of the field.
Oh.
Two Colony defenders are effectively blocking the pass off of the receiver, and it's going to be against the Colony Cougars.
And he almost caught the deflection.
As they have an encroachment. A little bit too anxious on the right side of the defensive line. They'll bring that one back about 5 yards, 10 yards. No, 5 yards. And the Cougars now.
Come on, guys. You don't want to give them a shot at this.
Still have the Bobcats pinned at the 35-yard line. And the Cougars now need to stiffen up here on the defensive unit. As the Bobcats have 3rd and 13 from the 35. Twins on the left, wideouts on the right.
I think the Cougars are going to call timeout.
Cougars are going to blow this one dead and try to figure out, regroup on the sideline, figure out what's going on here. We need a big stop by the defense with 4:05 to go here in the ball game. Your Colony Cougars lead 48-45 as this one's coming down to the wire. And nobody saw this coming tonight as the Byron Nelson Bobcats have put on an offensive show. And the Colony Cougars, frankly, have been playing catch-up this whole ball game, trying to keep pace with what has proven to be a potent offensive stand by the Bobcats.
Well, the Cougars have gotten scores. The problem is they've stopped Byron Nelson, on several drives. The scoreboard is reflective of the kickoff returns and the 2-point conversions.
The scoreboard is reflective of the
because,
Bobcat team that keeps putting the football in the end zone, Garnett.
Come on, man.
You guys talked about
if you look at the yardage.
What you guys talked about before the game in the pregame was the 3 and outs. At halftime, we were down by 12, and since halftime, we've done 3. We've held them to turn over the ball. They haven't scored.
Bobcats out 3 wide to the right, 1 to the left. From the left hash mark out of the power I. Bobcats get ready for this third down. Steps back in the pocket. He's covered up. And the Colony Cougar defense catches him at the Bobcat 28-yard line.
And that's Marcus Moore.
Oh, Marcus Moore wakes up on defense, and it'll be 4th down. And
he's been nicked up this whole game. He finally got back in there. I was waiting for him to get in there and make a big play for the Cougars defense.
4th and 18 as the Bobcats now frustrated by a big defensive stand, and they're going to go for it here. It looks like
really?
No, they're going to quick kick it. They're going to quick kick it. And here goes the punt. Punts downfield. Cougars have nobody down there to receive it.
He kicked it right out of bounds.
Boy, he shanked that thing.
Let's see where he's going to mark it at.
Shank?
He should keep walking. Oh, really? You got to keep walking on that one, man. Wow, you can tell that
I've told you before that guy's not the guy spotting the ball.
Wow.
It's the white hat. He goes to where the kick was, sees where it went out of bounds, and then he signals when the line judge stops walking.
Really?
Yeah, that's how it always works.
That's how it always works. So the Colony Cougars take over 1st down off of a big defensive stand by the Cougars on a big 3rd down conversion, and they'll come out 1st and 10 from their own 43-yard line as the Cougars now, once again, with 3:23 to play, have an opportunity to go up by a possession and make this.
Oh,
my gosh. This is painful. as the Cougars now will get a false start, push them back 5 yards. Nothing like giving them a chance here, fellas. It'll be 1st and 15. And the Cougars now desperately trying to make this a 2-possession ball game with a score with 3:23 to go in the 4th. Snap is away. It's high. Mikey bubbles it, and he's going to have to fall down at the 30 as the Colony Cougars continue to choke on this drive. It'll be 2nd and 20.
Oh, we got a personal foul over there by the Bobcats.
2nd and 23. Let's hope the personal foul brings us back to somewhere near the original line of scrimmage.
They should.
Oh, my goodness. This is awful.
We're definitely
we're imploding right now.
Ooh, we cannot do that, Cougars. Come on. But it's definitely on the cornerback out there.
Yeah, he threw
personal foul on the Blue Coats, and the Colony Cougars will pick up 15. What a gift by the Bobcats as they'll move this football back to the 45-yard line, and that'll give us a 2nd and 8.
No, that's going to give us a first down, isn't it? Isn't it a first down on the personal
automatic
foul?
First down on the personal foul. So Colony Cougars will have first down. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Bobcats, from their own 46-yard line. And the Colony Cougars now, twins on either side, snap to Mikey. He'll throw it out to the bubble man. He's caught, but scampers loose, picks up 3 on the scamper.
That's all we want to do is keep that clock rolling.
Keeps the clock turning at 2:58. They stop the clock. Somebody call a timeout? Why did they stop the clock? Oh, this is crazy.
Because we're at their stadium.
Oh, my gosh. Clock running again. Two wideouts either side. Harrington out of the shotgun. Looking to the sideline, trying to let this thing run down. He let that shot clock run out. It's down to 21 seconds. 2:39 to play in the 4th quarter. Colony Cougars lead 48-45 on this nail-biter here at Northwest ISD. Harrington sets up now in the shotgun. We wait for the shot clock. Snap is away. He hands it to the tailback, who is basically hit at the line of scrimmage, maybe behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, he ran right into the butt of his offensive tackle.
And that was Miles Price. Miles Price not usually one to have to fight for yardage, and now it'll be 3rd and 7 from the 49-yard line of the Colony Cougars. They got to run. They got to move the chains, fellas.
Yeah, we got to get it.
You got to move the chains.
One first down.
right, one first down.
One first down.
But that's also why they're milking the clock, the shot clock, as Jeff calls it.
Big 3rd down as Harrington brings his team to the line of scrimmage. Twins either side, out of the shotgun, and the Colony Cougars will have to call timeout.
No, he false start on the edge again.
Oh gosh. What in the world? And the Colony Cougars are seriously trying to give this ball game away as they get a false start. That'll move them back. Oh, my goodness. This is painful to watch, folks. Maybe you at home had the right idea tonight. And the Colony Cougars continue to shoot themselves in the foot here at Northwest ISD Stadium. They come back up to the line of scrimmage.
It's still a running play. I'm going to run.
And the Cougars now will throw it out to the bubble. It's across the middle, and here we go. He's off to the races. He's trying to get to the edge.
Oh, no.
Oh, my gosh.
That is a bad call.
Oh, my gosh.
That's a horrible call.
Are you kidding me?
That's a horrible call.
Oh, my goodness. And the Colony Cougars cannot catch a break here tonight at Northwest ISD with a minute 32 to go.
He called it as a hold, and that was not a hold.
48-45.
No, they called it a block in the back.
They get a block in the back call on
the receiver.
Oh, man.
The corner was – the linebacker was going to where he was, and the receiver was coming across the field. You cannot call that because he couldn't turn around and come backwards. You cannot call that. That's horrible.
Horrible call. Colony Cougars now have 3rd down and 16 from their own 40-yard line. Holy cow.
Go over the
They'll
top.
twin them up on the outside. Here we go.
Go over the top.
He's looking down the middle to Miller. Ball's thrown. That's got to be a pass interference.
No, they got the ball at the same time. They are never going to call that a pass interference.
And the Colony Cougars now will have to punt this thing away with a minute 26. It's going to come down to the defense. Can they hold the Bobcats here in the last stanza of this ball game? They lead 48-45 here at Northwest ISD, but this is going to be a barn burner. They need a good punt on this particular kick. And, by the way, they do not need to kick this thing to the return man. They have got to get a good Cougar bounce and pin these guys deep here. Cougars line up for the punt, and the Bobcats will put a deep man back. Snap is away. Punt is up, and what's he do? He kicks it right down the middle of the field. And Bobcats will fair catch it at their own 29-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 from the Bobcat 29 with 1:20 to play here in Northwest ISD. The fate of the Cougar team now rests in the hands of the defense. Can they get a big stop on this Bobcat offense? They've pulled it up 3 possessions in a row. They've got to reel them in now. Bobcats will come up, twins on the left, short side, 2 wide outs to the right from the left hash mark out of the power I. And the Bobcats will come up to the line of scrimmage. Here we go. Get ready, sports fans. The Colony Cougars still playing soft on the outside. And the Bobcats now snaps away. He steps back. Quick throw to the bubble. He's looking. He's scrambling to his right. Under pressure. He'll let this one go. It's caught at the Colony Cougar 46 out in the 45-yard line. Cross midfield, and the Bobcats are on the move now as the Colony Cougars playing soft defense on the outside. Bites him in the backside again.
Yeah,
minute 12 to go.
Defender misjudged the ball, and then it went over his head instead of keep running to the ball. Wow.
Bobcats come to the line of scrimmage, still soft on the outside, out of the shotgun. Hands it to the tailback who scampers up the middle of the field. He's still running out to the 40. Grab down. And no call on the block in the back like we just got on the Colony team. And Bobcats will bring it down to the 40-yard line, 39-yard line of the Colony Cougars, where it'll be 2nd down and 2.
And the thing is,
second down and 3.
You don't want to get them in, let them get in field goal position either because you're only up by 3. So the least you got to do is a field goal.
Colony Cougars now need to step up with a big pursuit, catch that quarterback deep. Or somebody's got to get out a football.
Somebody's got to get out on the
still soft on the outside. And Colony Cougars now going to call is that a Cougar timeout? Yeah, Colony Cougars are going to call timeout. Coach has got to rally this team with 1:04 to go here in the ball game. They lead 48-45. But the Cougar defense, it's coming right down on squarely on their shoulders with a 2nd and 3 from their own 38-yard line. The Bobcats are moving the football now for the first time really in this half.
Yeah, on that scramble play.
And, my goodness.
Cougars had them where they were. Man, you hate that because he just threw the ball out there. And you don't know if the defender lost track, but he misjudged the ball there, and it falls right into the receiver's hands.
Only in Texas high school football do you get these barn burners like this. Byron Nelson comes up the line of scrimmage, trips to the left, to the right. Single wide out. They'll move a man in motion over to the left from the shotgun, power I, from the 40-yard line. Snap is away. Quarterback steps back. He's got plenty of time to throw in the pocket. Lets one go across the middle.
Oh, it hits the ground. It hit the ground.
No way.
It hit the ground. It hit the ground.
Unbelievable. Byron Nelson pulls in one at the 20-yard line after it bounces off the ground. They call it a catch. It's to the tailback. The tailback scampers in off the left side. And the Byron Nelson Bobcats will go up on the Colony Cougars now with 40 seconds to go in the ball game. Byron Nelson leads 51-48 over the Colony Cougars. And I don't know how much worse the officiating could get in this game, but that was horrible.
That was pretty bad.
Apparently here in Justin, Texas, you can bounce a football off the ground and it still be count as a catch.
He missed it.
They missed the field goal, and so the Byron Nelson Bobcats lead 51-48. That means that the Colony Cougars could tie this up with a field goal.
Yeah, but you can't. A defense, you can't. You can't give up that touchdown that quick like that in 5 or 6 plays. I mean, that scramble play that really hurt the Cougars because you have them down here at the 25-yard line. You can't let them go 30 yards on one play.
I hear you. Where the
Especially when you got the safeties playing back.
Well,
you know.
Well, and you got an offensive squad that let the game get away when they can't move the chains late in the fourth quarter.
Well, yeah, those false starts didn't help you either.
Well, I get
and
it.
you got a gift from a personal foul.
I get it. 40 seconds to go in this barn burner. The Bobcats now lead 51-48 over the Colony Cougars.
And they don't have time to. And I think they used their timeouts to talk on defense.
Not very often. You come up with 48 points in a ball game and get beat, but looks like that could be the case here at Northwest ISD tonight against the Byron Nelson Bobcats as they get ready for the kickoff. Your Colony Cougars line up for the return. With 40 seconds to go, the Colony Cougars need to do something spectacular here.
Watch the onside kick here. They could do something really crazy here.
As Byron Nelson lines up here,
I wouldn't doubt it.
I would not doubt an onside kick right here. He's lining up super shallow. And he pooches it down to the 20. It's going to be caught. And here comes the return man. He gets to the edge. Can he keep his feet? Can he get a block? And he runs out of bounds at the Byron Nelson 42. Good return. But is it going to be enough? 30 seconds to go in this ball game. The Colony Cougars now have an opportunity. They've got the team. Can they put it together and win this thing with 30 seconds to go? Is anybody's guess here in Northwest ISD that's coming right down to the wire. If you're not here, you're missing a good high school football game, as your Colony Cougars have had to fight for everything they've gotten tonight. Not saying they haven't made some mistakes, but they haven't gotten any help either.
Yeah, I mean, you can definitely tell they're not playing at Tommy Briggs tonight because the clock hasn't been on their side tonight. They're playing against the 12th man. I mean, you name it, it's going against them tonight.
So the Colony Cougars are getting ready now to try and put something together. And both teams now huddled up on the sideline, getting ready to come out for this last 30 seconds of play. Colony Cougars 1st and 10 from their Byron Nelson 41. Colony Cougars will line up twins on either side from the left hash mark. Mikey Harrington will step back in the pocket. He looks downfield, lets one go to the flat. Really a stupid play because the clock continues to run with 23 seconds. The Colony Cougars have got to set up and go. 19, 18 seconds, 17 seconds. They have got to run this play. Harrington steps back in the pocket, lets one go again, in the flat again. They're trying to get the flat man loose. He's off and scampering. He's tackled down at the 20. This one's going to be over. The clock stops at 5 seconds. 5.9 seconds to go in the ball game. The Colony Cougars could tie this up with a field goal. No doubt they can kick it from there. They bring it down to the 23-yard line. Colony Cougars line up. What was that?
The official never signaled to start play, so the sideline judge indicated that he stopped the clock, and so he was waiting. The referee never signaled to start the 25-second clock, and they snapped the ball early. So.
I think Coach Rangel wants some seconds put back on the clock. Don't think he's going to get it.
No, what they're trying to do is actually snap the ball the second the referee blows the whistle to start, so that way they get in theory, they get 2 plays.
He's trying to say the game is over with.
How's the game over? It's got 6 seconds left.
Because they didn't put the ball in play fast enough. If he didn't call timeout. Because he spiked the ball. This is it. They're going to go for it. They're not going to try to kick a field goal.
Colony Cougars coming up one last play. Trips to the left, to the right, single to the left. Harrington steps up in the pocket. He lets one go across the middle. And it's caught by Gonzalez across the middle for 6 points.
Oh, my
The
God.
referees were not thinking fast enough to throw any laundry on the field, and the Colony Cougars may have just pulled this one off. Oh, my goodness. With 1.4 seconds to go, your Colony Cougars lead 54-51.
Are you kidding
Oh,
me?
my goodness. And the Bobcats are stunned. And the Cougars now, why are they going for 2?
They're not.
Nope, there we go.
There we go.
Lining up for the PAT.
Oh, my goodness.
Snap is away, kick is up, and it is good as your Colony Cougars now lead here in Northwest ISD 55-54. The Byron Nelson Bobcats have 1.4 seconds to put this in pay dirt, or the Colony Cougars are going to pull a miracle off here in Northwest ISD. This team is capable. They pulled off a couple of miracles last year. I'm just saying. They played less than optimal game. However, in this second half, they have played much better. They came out after what I can only guess was the pep talk of the century, and they came out and played some football.
It's 1.4 seconds left. We got to play 2 seconds of football.
1.4 seconds
before I
of
say
football.
this is over with.
But until that play is down,
Until
they
it's
gotta
over
keep
with,
playing.
they got to play.
So they can't.
I saw the state championship game between Duncanville and
I know.
North
That was
Shore
crazy.
last year.
Crazy.
I'm telling you, play through it.
Still can't believe they won that ball.
I can't. Still can't.
So the Colony Cougars here are going to have to play some savvy football. Byron Nelson
because you
certainly.
know it's going to be pitch
Well,
back.
they've run how many kickoffs back on us tonight? Two.
Two
Kickoffs. So Byron Nelson has the ability to run this thing back. I kick it out of bounds, take the penalty.
I would too.
Kick it out of bounds. Kick it out of bounds. Don't let them run the thing back. Don't let them catch it.
Wow.
Kick it out of the end zone.
Oh my goodness.
Or squib it straight to somebody.
And
Hit somebody, and that starts the clock.
Yeah, but you worry about something crazy happening.
See, like that. See, now the
now
clock
the call
should go.
starts and the game is over with.
Oh,
0.2 seconds. And that coach is going to come out on the field and say he needs another second put on the clock.
How did you not run a full second off of that clock? Wow.
Clock operator.
So the Byron Nelson Bobcats are going to get one shot at it here with
game should be over with.
0.2 seconds.
It should be over with.
They're going to have 1st and 10 from their own 30-yard line.
When he touched the ball, you can't tell me when he touched the ball, the game shouldn't be over with.
I get it.
How is the game not over with?
So the Colony Cougars have got to make one more stand. They better put a prevent defense of the century back there. The Byron Nelson Bobcats, are going to flood the zone right here, and they're going to throw this football.
And make sure you knock that ball down.
So
Don't
here,
try and catch it.
Somebody called a timeout with 0.2 seconds. Comes down to one play. Can the Bobcats put this thing in pay dirt? Do not let that tailback
their clock
touch the
actually
football.
does tenths of seconds.
Oh,
so therefore,
my gosh, this one comes down to the wire.
You said,
this is as close to the wire as it possibly can come. With 0.2 seconds, your Colony Cougars have to fend off one play from the Byron Nelson Bobcats, starting at their own 30-yard line. They got to go 70 yards in 0.2 seconds to put this one away from the Colony Cougars. The Colony Cougar offense comes up big with a play across the middle to Christian Gonzalez for 6 points. Huge play, and then it's finished off with an Alberon PAT, and the Bobcats are ready to go. The Colony Cougar has flooded the prevent with 8 guys, 7 guys, and here we go. They step back, they throw the football to the flat man. They're gonna hook and ladder this thing to death.
And it's over with.
And the ball goes out of bounds on the hook and ladder, and the Colony Cougars have pulled away a win here in Northwest ISD, 55-51 over the Byron Nelson Bobcats. Unbelievable. If you weren't here to see it, you missed it. And the Colony Cougars, while playing a very sloppy ball game and had to beat a 12th man on the field, I'm not going to lie, came up big here against the Bobcats with a 51 win here in Northwest ISD. Incredible.
Those officials need to get out in a quick hurry.
Woo-wee.
Wow.
They couldn't pull the game
Well,
off
for
them.
two reasons. Byron Nelson's going to be mad because their
That's what I'm
booster
saying.
club paid them a lot of money to throw this game.
They paid them
and
a
they
lot
did a
of
heck
money.
of a job, I got to say. They did a great job.
They earned their money.
They definitely earned the money tonight. But
From the booster club, that is.
But it wasn't enough at the end of the day to beat the Colony Cougars. Your Colony Cougars remain undefeated here in 2019 as they go away from the Byron Nelson debacle here in Justin, Texas, Northwest ISD Stadium. 55-51. Unbelievable. What else can you say?
Oh, my goodness.
What else can you say?
Stay tuned.
If you weren't here to see it, you missed it. That's all I can say.
Wow. And
the Cougars, last time we had an exciting game like this was in Frisco, Texas last year at the Dr. Pepper Stadium.
Man,
in the rain.
What about that pass?
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
I mean, Mikey threw a strike. We all sitting here saying
he threw a strike in the middle of
the field.
Yep.
And Gonzalez hands all comes in with a grab at the goal line, touchdown Cougars. Wow.
We are not going to be able to hear our usual.
We won't be able to hear the game. We can play the school song on our broadcast.
Go. Hold on. Yeah, let's wait till they get over there, and then we'll play it, and that'll be our official. Just before we do that, I just want to remind, as I mentioned at the beginning of the broadcast, that I took the games down off the TCHS radio YouTube channel because there were schools that were using it as a scouting when they should not have access to that. So the games are not going to be on the YouTube channel, but they are available on the Colony Cable. You can actually watch that, and they are Saturday afternoons at 3 and again at 9, and then Sunday night at 9, and then 3 times during the week, including Wednesday and Thursday at different times. So if you have any questions, you can always reach out to us or
I believe it's at 1 a.m.
Yeah, one of them is at 1, 3, and then on Thursday it's actually at like at 4 o'clock.
Yeah. Next broadcast will be
2 weeks.
Centennial, Frisco, September 26th.
So we'll lead you out of the broadcast tonight with the school song, and we'll see you in 2 weeks in Frisco, Texas.